to Talk the Kēki, Matt and Aidan.
Konnichiwa!
Minasan! Konnichiwa!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the spring finale of Talk the Kēki. We are closing up the season before we do our awards next week. I am Matt, and to join me, Ethan, what's going on? How you doing?
Goki Kenyo, Matt-kun, daijoubu desu ka?
Daijoubu. I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, you and me both, brother. Fucking work is going this week.
Thankfully, we're doing this early. We're doing early today.
Hey, how about that, right? You know what I gave up? I gave up watching Attack on Titan to do this early. Yep. Guys, I am on episode 68 of Attack on Titan, and I just want you to know, season 4, the beginning of the final season, part 1 of 80, is really good. But after completing season 3, part 2, oh my god, that is one of the top 5 greatest seasons of any anime I've ever seen in my life. That was fucking tits. It was fan-fucking-tastic, dude. So I just want to let everybody know that I will be binging the shit out of the series as much as I can so I can be live come fall when AOT finally returns. I will be doing the review since Matt does not watch AOT. And it's going to be a fucking ball, eh?
Well, that's very good there, pal.
I'll tell you what.
It's going to be a short one because we got about overall 8-9 shows to talk about.
Yeah, buddy.
We got the Black Clover movie. We're going to talk about our summer list.
Yeah, buddy.
And we'll be doing this either Thursday or Friday next week with the awards, with Starman.
Yes, sir.
We're all
6-hour podcast, guys. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're all going to be arguing.
Oh, yes, we will.
Starman argued about me about Demon Slayer. You got something with him.
Yep.
I got something with him.
I hate fucking Prospera.
Yeah, so both of you with fucking Kana and Oshi no Ko.
Hey, I'm not the hugest fan of Kana. All things
I
considered.
don't know. Come on.
We just know she's gonna win.
No. It'll be apparently Wincest.
It could be Wincest. You're right.
It could be after the leaks I've read for the next chapters.
Yeah, I saw something and I was like, nope, not reading it.
I know he's gonna turn her down, but
oh, so she finally finds out that he's the doctor.
He told her.
Like
they finally know of one another. And the whole promise of being married when she was 16 and she's 16.
That's creepy.
But I know he's gonna turn her down. But it's just fucking funny though.
Oh, dude, all logic says you should. The fuck? Sister fucker. No one ever says sister fucker. You say motherfucker.
Yep.
Basically. Damn it.
No one says brother fucker. No one says father fucker.
No one says that. Well, I'm surprised women don't say that. You father fucker.
Yeah. I mean, well, how do you know I fucked the dad?
I mean, hey, if he's a single dad, or if he's got fucking like a couple baby mamas, you fuck the father. Right. You're a father fucker.
A couple of news real quick. Golden Kamuy is getting their final chapter after season 4 finished airing after their delay from last year. That was where that masturbating fight scene was. That clip we saw around. You didn't see that? There's a clip of a guy like jerking himself like it's a weapon, and as he's trying to fight a monster. That was where it was from. That was where it was from.
I have not seen that. I've seen like the clip from that one mobile game, where you gotta like climb the levels or whatever, and the guy's like cleaning his sword, and he like walks in, he's like from behind the girl. The girl's like thinking like he's jerking off in the mirror, but he's just cleaning his sword in the jerk off fashion. I've seen that.
Oh boy, but yeah, that was apparently where it was from, and it's gonna finish up probably next year.
True.
Kazuna Noel that VTuber anime is somehow getting a season 2.
Was it
even
good?
though apparently it was very poor. It was like boring.
Oh.
But she's a popular VTuber, so of course they're gonna make another season.
Hate VTubers. No life ass having motherfuckers. Go get a real job like Matt and I.
Well, I did it for like 6 months, and then I was like, "Fuck."
Did you make any money worth a damn?
Oh no. No. You gotta be very consistent with it, and I was not doing this. Moving on, 'Tis Time for Torture Princess. It's getting a TV anime for Winter 24. So it's gonna be another one of those isekais. The manga Cocoon gets an anime in summer 2025. It looks very hand drawn just by the visual poster of it.
Oh, it's gonna be the #1 anime then.
That depends on how it moves. We'll talk about the visual of it. Oshi no Ko gets a season 2 after his finale.
Yes.
Good shit.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
I hate him.
I love him. Shut up.
It's so funny.
Hoo-ha.
You do it better than me too. That's why it's making it funny.
I had to practice a bit.
Oh,
I wanted to do that cosplay too, like down the road.
poor Bash. They must have been so pissed at you.
They like it.
Oh, okay. But you get hit over the head with a pot.
Spice and Wolf got their first trailer finally. Apparently it's scheduled for next year. It looks like a reboot, so I probably will watch it. I know Spice and Wolf was a popular series about 10 years ago. Let's see. Surgeon Elise is getting a Winter 24 premiere. And one of the fall shows, Beyond Journey's End, is getting a 2-hour premiere special for September 29th. 2 hours. I don't know if it's going to be with commercials or without.
Probably.
It could be the hour and a half Oshi no Ko treatment.
Probably. What anime was that?
Furin, Beyond Journey's End.
I wonder if I have that on my list.
I'm going to check.
Is there a synopsis, good sir?
I do have it.
Please. Dozo kudasai.
All right. The Demon King has been defeated, and the victorious hero party returns home before disbanding. The 4 mage, Furin, hero Himmel, priest Hader, and warrior Aizen reminisce about their decade-long journey as the moment to bid each other farewell arrives. But the passing of time is different for elves. Thus, Furin witnesses her companions slowly pass away one by one. Before his death, Hader manages to foist a young human apprentice called Fern onto Furin, driven by the elf's passion for collecting Murata magic spells. The pair embarks on a seemingly aimless journey, revisiting the places that the heroes of yore have visited. Along their travels, Furin slowly confronts her regrets of missed opportunities to form deeper bonds with her now deceased comrades.
Doesn't strike me. I'll wait for the reviews.
Yep. That's what I got Faraway Paladin vibes from it, just from the visual of the poster. Yet, but that's also come out at that same season, the Paladins.
So is it gonna be knockoff Paladin, or is this gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I'll probably wait for a trailer or two, see how the reviews go.
I think I gave Paladin a 3 out of 5 when I saw it, or it might have been a 4, depending on that ending.
I gave it 3.5.
I might have given it a 4. I don't recall. I'd have to look and see.
I feel like they were trying to be Mushoku Tensei, but not really.
No one can be. You gotta have Perfcoon. You gotta have a Perfcoon.
Yeah, we don't have. They didn't have a Perfcoon. But all right, that's it for news. Let's do our one solo review each.
All right. Give me one moment. Galaxy Next Door. Right.
Right.
Wrong one. Where is? Okay, here we go. Ugh. I forgot I bundled it with Clueless First Friend.
Oh boy.
Ugh. Okay. So yeah, the season finale for Galaxy Next Door ended up being relatively nice, I'd say.
Right.
Basically the opening of the show sees Shiori and Ichiro agree to go on a date. And so they decide to basically pull out all the stops. So basically Shiori goes with Chi-chan and goes over to what's it called? To go dress shopping and stuff and try and look really pretty. And I forgot to mention this in this little bit, but basically we get a confirmation from Chi that, you know, she does look at her cousin. Like, you know, I do love my cousin, but he's my cousin. So that's never going to fucking work out. So I just want a man like my cousin because I love my cousin so much.
Right.
So that was pretty nice. A little funny, a little weird, but you know, it was cool, all things considered. Meanwhile, Ichiro goes over to the sensei's house, whose name I didn't put because I forgot it. He goes to the sensei's house and asks for some fashion advice. He's like, "Oh, you're good with fashion," and he's like, "Well, you're not gonna go out and go spend a whole fucking a whole bunch of money on a new wardrobe. So just make do with what you have. Here's a magazine, here's a like a fashion magazine. Try and connect some dots there." So they do what they can. The next day, Shiori's in a nice, nice sweater with a long dress because that's her style, long dresses. And fucking, what's it called? Ichiro looks a little bit like an Ika man. You know, he's got his hair all done. He's got the Christian Cage turtleneck.
He's got the Ika Manjiro look, is what you're saying.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So, and they're both like in awe of each other's beauty, and it's really cool. So they end up going ice skating, right, as their date, and you know they're busting their ass, you know, eventually Shiori gets it. Meanwhile, Ichiro's still busting his ass, you know, and so Shiori gets a little jealous as she sees like the couples roaming around together, and she's like, "Oh, it must be nice. I wish I could do that." And then Ichiro and Shiori kind of have like a moment where they reflect back on the previous date, like the previous episode's events and how stressful it was, really. But you know, they still want to be with each other's company, and they do end up, you know, at the end of the date just skating around and, you know, being all nice. So that's the first half of the episode. The second half of the episode really focuses more on Machi. And so Machi goes out with some friends with Fumio, and they go play on the playground, and it gets cloudy and windy, so it looks like it's gonna rain. So one of her friends is like, "Hey, why don't you come over? Fumio's invited too. Let's just hang out at the at my house, you know." And she's like, whatever. She's like, "No, it's okay. Like, I'll go home." And then they asked her, they're like, "Hey, did you even get permission to come with us to the amusement park when we go next time? Like, all of us are coming. It should be fun." And she just looks down, like, off to the side. And she's like, "Well, it's okay. You know, no problem. We'll talk about it next time." Okay. So she goes home, and like, she's a bit like basically upset for what it's worth. And while she's having this discussion with her friends, Shiori happens to notice this. She's just walking by, like not even trying to pay attention, but notices them and notices the little rift that happened, basically. And so afterwards, she goes over to Machi and tells Machi, "You know, I saw this. What's up?" And then Machi's like, "Please keep it a secret. Please keep it a secret." And she's like, "All right, no problem. You know, girls thing, no problem. I'll stay quiet." But she keeps thinking about it. She keeps wanting to cheer Machi up. So basically, she walks in when Machi's kind of playing with Fumio, and Machi's just in a bad mood because she's just in her head about shit. And then Fumio says something to her. I forget what it was. And then she begins to cry, like really loudly. So this prompts Ichiro to come up, like, "What the fuck happened?" So then Ichiro finds out everything that she didn't want Shiori to tell him in the first place. And basically, it's a nice story because at the end of the day, basically, Machi basically wants to help Ichiro, wants to be more responsible because she knows Ichiro's on his own taking care of the both of them, and she wants to have more responsibilities. But you know, Ichiro, to his credit, was like, "Listen, like, you know, you're still a kid, but you know, I respect and I see, you know, your wishes. So like, here's what I'll do, right? Like, you know, I'm the adult, so I take the biggest piece, you know, and if think of it like a cake, right? I get the biggest piece,
Right.
and then you get the second biggest piece, right? And if that piece becomes too much for you at all, just let me know and I'll take care of it, you know." So it's like a give and trade, you know, like, I accept that you want to, you know, do more, like, it's okay, you know, whatever. And then she's like, "You know, as for your friends, like, you're good, like, just ask for my permission and like, you can go out and have fun with your friends, take Fumio with you. Like, there's no need to stress about it. You don't have to worry about me being here taking care of all the domestic stuff and not miss out on your childhood, basically. So just ask me for permission. You can go to the amusement park, you can go to your friend's house, as long as I know where you're at, like, we're good." Right. And so then, you know, there's a nice little makeup moment between everybody, and that's cool. And then basically the episode kind of finishes up where Shiori's like, hey, why don't we have a summer festival? Because Machi mentions that she was invited to go to the summer festival, the Natsu festival, the Hanabi festival, with her friends, but she turned them down so she could be with Ichiro. And because she did that, like their apartment is in like a shitty place of town, so they couldn't see the fireworks very well, and so it kind of bothered her low key, but she didn't say anything. So they're like, hey, to make that up, why don't we have our own little festival? So everybody comes through, all the characters in the season, they all come, and they have a little fireworks festival in the yard, in their during the winter. And they do a cookout, they have little fireworks and everything, and basically everyone's like, oh, congratulations on getting engaged, right? And she always like, thank you so much, I can't wait to be with Ichiro. Ichiro's like, well, we're not really engaged anymore, but he doesn't say shit. He's like, thanks guys, we'll be good. And the episode, thanks guys. And so the episode basically just ends with them having a cute little cookout, and everybody's happy and being together as they look in the night sky. And yeah, so we'll see what happens if there's a season 2. I'll be down to see it, no problem. I thought the story was really cute. I really thought, and I wrote this in my review, like the whole interstellar like piece of it, where like she's literally from another fucking like planet in essence, wasn't really explored at all. So that was a little disappointing from that front. So the only thing I could really think of, is hopefully they explore that more. But because of that, and because of obviously the other rom-coms, I can't grade it the same because of how special the other 3 rom-coms were that we watched this season. So right. I give it about a 3.5, I'd say. Wasn't bad. Would watch season 2, but it wasn't like go out your way to see it. Meh.
Right. Alrighty, I got my penultimates, KamiKatsu. I'll do a review this time because it did catch up.
All right.
This happened yesterday, so I may as well.
All right.
I know. I'm not thrilled either, but
you sound like how I feel about Clueless First Friend when we talk about it.
Oh my god. Clueless is still fine.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get it later.
Come on, boy. Let's go.
Dakini was still saving the children from the monster chasing them because one of the 2 children's names, Kane and Cyan. They saw them having fun with the sex goddess. Like, hey, no, you can't leave this family. So we're gonna use this monster to go basically chase the fucking slut away while we go get you guys back. So they run in the woods, and of course they get saved by Mitama, Yukito, Otter, kill the monster, and of course the main baddie Gaia. She caught up to them. It's like, oh, you guys distracted me so long with the music and all this, so I'm going to get my children back.
Get them back.
Children. But that's how she is. It's fucking creepy.
She says it like that? Children.
No, it's just how she... I'll get to what she does in the flashback.
I was going to say, is she Herbert the pervert?
No, she's... I guess she's... No, she's... she's Sergeant...
Come inside my van?
She's Sergeant Hatred from the Venture Brothers. What you call it? Kane and Cyan, they go up to Guy, like, oh, thank you. Like, we would never have this family fall apart. I'm good. I'm so happy for you kids. Bye. She sacrifices them for her 5-headed creature.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, but before that, though, I believe it was Cyan. We got her flashback. Basically, she got adopted by these folks. Okay, fine, cool. Everyone's happy. Emotionless family, but they give her a home, and then the guards came and say, hey, the dad, it's your time to die according to the schedule, so you gotta go. Give up the family, go with us, or you could die.
Imagine, what would you say like in real life? Like you're just like walking, you're like just delivering your mail, just normal day, nothing bad's happening, yeah. And then the fucking Grim Reaper comes like, hey, Matthew, it's time for you to go. Got to give up the significant other. Got to give up the house, friends, podcast.
Yeah. No, apparently they say yes. They comply.
Would you comply?
No. Yeah, the father's like, get up from the chair. Like, what? Bye. It was nice knowing you all. Go fuck off. The daughter tries to go get her. Like, no, like, hey, don't go. I have a family finally. And then she was like, you know what? Take the daughter away. Take her away somewhere. And then the mother's like, yeah, she was too cheerful, happy, and annoying. Yeah, we're done with this parenting thing. It's just
no,
send her
imagine
back
that's how you get fucking abandoned by your parents. Holy
yes,
shit.
yeah,
That's
that's
the
what
greatest.
they did.
That's the greatest villain origin story ever.
Yes.
Your dad said "fuck you" and your mom said "fuck this bitch" too.
Yeah, it's like gosh, she won't let me die when I'm supposed to. Just put her with the rest of the children.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what you call it? There's a carriage for Kane and Cyan, the two children. This is how they meet. The carriage collapses. It like broke down.
Oh.
There was a monster, but it was Gaia that saved them.
Mm.
Gaia goes up to the kids to say hello, say she's gonna take care of them.
Hello.
And Cyan slapped Gaia.
Bitch.
As she did in an erotic way, saying, "Do it again. You can hit me as much as you want."
She's got a slap fetish, huh?
Yeah, I think she just loves children. She's got a children kink.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of a violence kink, huh? Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly, but yeah, like he's telling the kids, like, "Hit me, daughter." Ooh, messy, make me want to hit myself.
Step on me.
Yeah, exactly that.
Well,
So that
I
was
never
a
understood those
flashback.
motherfuckers that like to get stepped on. Well,
Yeah.
what? How does that get you off?
Humiliation. That's really it. It's humiliation.
That's such an odd
feeling beneath someone.
That's such an odd kink. Like you see those whores, they'll just be like online. They'll be like, oh, like Snapchat or take screenshots of my Snapchat and post me somewhere. What?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good God.
Yeah. Now we go to current time. Kids are being sucked down the ground. They're like trying to reach up for the mother. Like, I thought we were family. I was like, I'm not. I'm like artificial creator. I don't know where the family is. So
right.
Go. You gotta go.
Right.
So they had this powerful 5-headed creature type of thing. Adder tries to attack it. No avail. And they're like, what the fuck? Because Gaia only has 2 followers, while they had like thousands. So, because followers means more power.
Sure.
So it's like, okay, so why the fuck is she? Like, why the fuck is this death? And this fucking creature.
Yeah,
this creature. They're about to go kill it, but there was a car that was driven by Aru and Shiryu. They go full speed. Like, can I get in the car? There's no time to explain. Get in. So they're on the car. They didn't go top speed. They didn't go warp speed. They went ludicrous speed. They're hitting the nitro. They're hitting all the speeds to go. They're driving the car while this creature thing is trying to chase them. They get away for now. Everything's fine. The coast is clear, but underground, boom! It gets up. The fucking main character, Yukito, he falls off the truck. He goes to look at the face, and he gets stabbed in the chest. The creature pulls it up like it's gonna hoist up, gonna swallow it up. And the lolly goddess, the useless one, Mitama, she holds on to Yukito. They both get sucked up into the creature. They're gone. The other guys retreats. They go back to the home village. Like, what the shit? Like, what the fuck? What are we gonna do? And with Mitama's last little bit of power left, she made a little duplicate of herself, writes in like Morse code type of ordeal, saying that they're alive and all this. And they explained why she can control it despite 2 followers is something she made, as instead of just something she made with power. She's just something she just created. So it was that type of ordeal. So they do their plan to get something set up. Yukito is awakened, naked in the creature, tied up. Gaia has her true form, her battle form. So she's a little taller, she's a little bustier. Now she was talking about why she was like this. And we got a little bit of her flashback. While everyone worshipped gods and all this and technology, they were nature. And the mother was a psychopath. So she would carve markings onto Gaia with a knife. And they worshipped Gaia. And it got to the point where she had enough. So she killed her mom. Said fuck everyone. And said fuck everyone in this village, basically. And that's why she went to the village of technology to become this artificially created being the Archons, what they're called. So, okay, well, now I'm going to go kill everyone you love. So let's do that. But wait, the gang is outside. They're in this big truck. And they got the guitars. They got the instruments. They're going to play a concert to stop the evil creatures. And cliffhanger.
It's too much.
It is too much.
It's too fucking much.
Too stupid.
Too fucking soon.
Yep. That was all I got in those 20 minutes. Get the finale next week. All right, let's go on.
Let's move on.
We got 3 penultimates. We're going to do them first. Let's do Gundam.
Why are we doing Gundam first?
Well, which one do you want?
We have Gundam. We have Insomniacs. And
Hells.
Hells. Are you saving Hells for last?
I was.
All right.
Do you want Gundam last?
I don't know.
Or do you want Insomniacs last?
How do you feel about the Hells finale?
Well, that was a penultimate.
Penultimate, sorry.
I like the fight, but I hate their use of flashbacks, like before they die. Like they do them when they're about to die. That's getting kind of annoying. It's like, where was this an episode or 2 ago or something? They could have fit that somewhere, not just when it's too late. That irked me in that episode.
Okay, well let's do Insomniacs first. Honestly, let's do Insomniacs first, and then we can move on to Hells. Well, no, we can do Gundam.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Either one. Well, no, we'll do Hells after this. We'll do Gundam last. But,
all right.
Alrighty. It was the next day after the Kisu. Kisu. They were staying. This was their day to stay inside, right? Like they had nothing planned, or
yeah. So what happened was basically, we wake up. Ganta wakes up, and he's like, "Fuck, I overslept." And Magari's there, and she's like, "Ohio, good morning." And she opens up the blinds, and it is pouring rain.
Like, yeah, we can't go anywhere anyway.
Yeah. So they look at the forecast. It's going to be pouring rain for the next couple of days. Fuck. All right. Well, we can't do nothing. So there's some R&R time, and Isaki's trying to do her homework, sucks at it.
Yeah,
Ganta's already done with his homework.
Yeah, and he's not going to help her cheat.
So he's just organizing his picture files and stuff, whatever he wants from that standpoint. And it's really cute the way that they they're just there and
existing with one another.
They're just coexisting with each other, just having casual, and then they touch toes.
Yes,
they pull away, and then they touch toes again, and they're just both embarrassed at everything. So that was cute.
And also they realize basically they're running out of food.
Yep.
And they really can't go to the store, and they don't have the budget.
Yep. And then as they're seeing this, it's starting to get really, really, really windy. And basically they're like, fuck, we put up storm shutters. So Isaki has a giant raincoat that belonged, I would imagine, to her grandfather, who's no longer around. He's passed. We find out later. And we see Ganta just wrapped up in a giant fucking plastic bag.
Yep.
And we see Isaki's like, ha, so tacky. But they go out there, they're in the rain, it's blowing like crazy.
And he's soaked.
And they're both soaked, and they put the storm shutters up, and that's that. So basically, they're just having a normal time, whatever the case is. Next day, it gets a little sunny, and they're like, well, we should go out to the spot, and they're like, nah, let's wait one more day. But at least let's go out to get food, because we need to go buy food.
Yep.
And Isaki's like, no, come with me. We have some emergency supplies being dropped off.
Yeah.
So they go, and who do they see at the train station?
They see they see Tao, they see Kadame, Makoto, Mina.
The gang. The whole gang is there.
The whole gang's there.
Whole gang's there, and so they bring a smorgasbord of food and party items. Everyone is, having a good time. Everyone's laughing. They cook, they eat. Everybody's good. And the girls are like, all right, we're going to go on a little trip around the town by ourselves. Just girl time, right? So it's just Ganta and Ukagawa. And they're just sitting there quiet. And Ukagawa's the one that's like, so, you and Hisaki a thing now?
And he's like, what? I say, oh, because you changed.
He's like, you've changed.
He's like, how so? Like, you're actually cool again. Like,
yeah.
Like you're acting like your old self when you weren't mopey.
Yeah, and he's basically just like, yeah, like, hey, we don't say it, but everyone is rooting for you too. And he gets all embarrassed and shit.
Yeah, even the tsundere.
Yep, and even the girls are out. Then they're telling ghost stories as the sun goes down, and what's it called? They start hearing what they think is a good little girl scream during the story, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and they run away. Come to find out, it's a baby deer.
Yep.
So that's cute.
And then we get to nighttime fireworks.
Yep, and they have fireworks.
Ukagawa, he was singing a song on the guitar.
Yeah, ukulele on the ukulele.
Yeah, ukulele. Sorry, yeah, it was.
Gotta differentiate, pal. Ukulele.
Yes, no, there.
Ukulele rights. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, there. Someone did an apology with a ukulele on fucking YouTube. Like this girl got accused for grooming and being a predator.
Mm-hmm.
As she apologizes by having the ukulele and singing about the allegations, because like, oh, my lawyer says I can't talk about it, but it doesn't mean I can't sing about it. And I was like, oh my god. It was the worst apology I have ever seen. This was worse than when the girl did interpretive dancing after does not confirm or denying that she sexually assaulted a guy. Said it was gaslight. Said it was his fault for her doing it, something like that.
I feel like I don't know. I don't want to get off on a tangent. I feel like there's no such thing as a sexual assault on a guy unless
yes, there is. Oh my god.
Gay. Why? Unless like she looks like Gorlock and you're sober.
Oh, you're not consenting to it. You're not attracted to them in that way. No is no. Guy or girl. Fuck.
Pussy.
You don't have to drug them too.
Do asexual people, are they the ones that they claim that?
No, people in general.
I don't know.
Not everyone's a horn dog, Ethan.
It's pussy.
No, you talk about it. You talk about it. You talk about your horny adventures, despite saying you're not as horny as you say you are. But
I'm not. I'm not. You don't see me like, oh man, like damn, that bitch is fine. I'm gonna go jerk off in the bathroom. Like, I'm not like that.
Yes.
No, I've never been that way or done that.
You don't tell us this.
No. Anyway,
get on track. Yeah, he's playing the ukulele. They're having fireworks. They're having sparklers. They're having a fun time.
Yeah.
All is well until
the next day. Basically, everybody goes back. Everybody's like, whatever. I'll see you later. She's upset. She's like, man, I feel lonely, and this must be how my grandmother feels. When we used to leave.
And Gatsu's like, so what was your grandfather like? Just
like, what was your grandmother
like? Facial expression type of thing. He's like,
yeah. So I didn't ask about your face. I asked about personality.
And he's like, you'll be a stubborn old man. Like, what do you mean by that? It's like, oh, like, what about you? It's like, I'm not worried about it. Like,
I don't know what my future holds. More of that you're lying April bullshit. That's like scary.
More death flags.
More death flags, and it's like fuck. So this basically galvanizes Ganta to go run and grab her hand, because she had said earlier when she was talking about her grandparents, like, yeah, they used to be all lovey-dovey when my grandfather was still alive. They used to hold hands all the time. So then that spurns Ganta to go and be like, hey, can I hold your hand? And of course, Isaki's all like nervous and like embarrassed, and she's like, yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Ganta was gonna go kiss her like she did to him.
I kind of thought that.
I was expecting that. I was like, is he just going for a kiss? But no, he's doing the taboo hand holding.
How dare they?
Yeah, that's
lewd. It's lewd.
It's a Christian anime, damn it.
God dang it.
Yeah.
No, so basically they're going. They're like, hey, can we take us a back road to the home so we can enjoy this moment longer? Sure. And all of a sudden, Isaki's phone is getting blown the fuck up.
Yeah, and like, it's probably
and he's
important.
ignoring it. Yep, and she's ignoring it, and Ganta's like, it's probably something important. So she looks at the phone, and the fucking sister got caught not being there.
She probably told the mother.
No, it's because earlier in the one thing we didn't mention is earlier when they were like having that R&R time together and it was quiet, she was looking at her phone and she's like, oh, my sister's having the time of her life. And she's like, oh, fuck, if my mom sees this, we're fucked.
Yep, and then
she probably fucking saw it.
Couldn't wait until after the trip.
She got jealous that her sister has a boy that she likes and she's not getting dick. So she's like, fuck this. You enjoy your man. I'm going to go enjoy mine. And we'll pretend this never happened. But she got fucking caught because she's stupid. She's on Instagram. which we learned Instagram it always causes problems, as we'll see later in one of our shows.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But basically that happens. It's like, all right, well, you're coming home right now. Trip's over. We're not having you there with a guy.
Yep, and Ganta's like, just listen to your mom. It's fine, whatever. And she's like, no, she's being all pouty and like fucking childish. And then Ganta's like, listen.
And like now you're calling me stubborn.
Yeah, and they start calling each other names like stubborn old man, and like they just went back and forth.
Brat, stuff like that.
Yeah, but then Ganta's like, listen, finish your food. We're gonna clean up, and let me abduct you for the night. And her eyes like just light up like a beam.
Before that, though, they're like, we're picking you up tonight. Like we are going tonight to pick you up. And like, you know what? We'll do this. We'll clean up because there's that right thing to do.
Yep.
And let me kidnap you.
Yep. And his lines were like, I started this journey with you at the very beginning. I need to make sure that you're there at the finish line with me no matter what.
Yep. So they're gonna
AKA he really wants to tell her how he really feels.
Yeah, in front of with the stars. So
and that's beautiful.
It is. So I love that. So hopefully it pays off.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Very nice. One more.
It's it's there.
It's like it's right there, but
right there on your top 5. It's right there on your top 5.
It's close. It depends on it.
It's in my 5. I just don't know. Don't know where. It's in my 5 though.
It's like I wanted to, but at the same time with everything else I have.
Yeah, you have more stuff that's like more bangers in.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. It's like, I really want to. If I could actually have a tie for 5, that'd be fine. But no, I can't.
I mean, you could just split the fence.
Yeah.
I feel like literally my 1 through 8 speak to me, but it's how I really felt about the rest of them. Truly.
Is this how I enjoyed them? How I felt watching them?
Yeah.
Just everything about what they do, like what their thing is, like for their genre and everything else, and how they deliver on it.
Yeah.
But moving on, penultimate Hell's Paradise. We picked up where we left off. Groot got decapitated.
Yep.
Sagiri, what you call it?
Gets air palmed.
Trying to figure the other 2 names.
Yuzura. I think it's Yuzura.
Senta and Yuzuria.
Yeah.
Yep, and they see one of the creatures, the Mudan.
Yes.
Yeah, the redhead one.
Yes.
And basically, welcome to you guys the first human tier, but I kind of want to stay a while. I want to know about you guys. I want to talk.
Yeah.
While I kill you.
Yeah, like I'm all in, and we find out as they're going to fight, like, oh, like you know how to use your tan, right? Or not tan.
Dao, yeah.
Dao. You know how to use your Dao. Like, like, hey, I like you.
He says that's he says it's a Yuzura, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I like your Dao. The other 2 like, just die. All the other
Sagiri went to Groot's like, you okay? Like, it's okay. I'll be going to the other place, and they're like, oh yeah, we made that up.
Yeah, it's fake.
There's gonna be a tree. There's gonna be a tree, basically.
Basically.
So it's like, oh, my purpose.
Fuck this. I'm out.
So and he can't go anywhere.
Right.
And Yuzuriha uses more of her slime, and you weren't running out of lube, but you're having.
Yeah, she's all slimy. She's all cumful.
Look, wood.
So she's like,
I don't care if it's poison.
She's got the slime coming out of every orifice. Does that obviously include the other region? You think?
Yeah, I would have to assume so.
She doesn't wear panties, so.
No, it's probably what it's ancient times, probably.
That's gross though. Like imagine just running down your leg, it goes into her little boot. She wears boots.
Yeah.
Imagine like just fucking genital secretions running down into your shoes. That's gross. That's fucking gross.
Oh god, yeah,
that's fucking gross. Every time you step.
Oh god, yeah. Stop.
Anyway.
But yeah, what you call it? Yuzuriha, she holds off her own against Mudao.
Yep.
But of course, can't really kill him because they think he's a god type of creature.
Yep.
Sagiri, she's talking to Groot. He's like, you know how to beat him, right? He's like, can you help me?
Anything. Just give me a clue. Give me anything I can use.
Especially for the girl you were watching over. Like something.
Yeah, you gotta know something. Come on.
And fucking Senta, he was ready to go, man.
Yeah, because
he was like in front of Yuzuru, like, if you want to kill it, you gotta go for me. Like, let's go. Like, I'm not interested in you, you fat fuck, and just knock him out of the way.
Hey, he's trying to punch above his weight, man. Good. That's a lot of weight too. He's trying to punch above it, so good for him.
So yeah, of course, while that's going on, Sagiri, she goes to fight, and basically there is a weakness. If you concentrate your Dao, with your strikes, they won't heal.
Yeah, and there's a particular caveat as well, that there's certain Dao that match better against other Dao. So basically, in this instance, even though Sagiri has less Dao, she's able to power up using breathing techniques a la Demon Slayer. And, and then apparently her Dao is like a mismatch for this Tensen, or whatever the fuck is they're called. I think they're called Tensen.
Yes.
The gods are called Tensen.
Yeah, the Tensen.
Yeah, so against this particular Tensen, her Dao is a weakness against it. Or I'm sorry, is a strength against
it. For this one, yeah.
Yeah. So basically they see like, oh, it's not healing. Let's try and figure it out. But fucking Tensen fucking Tits McGee over here freaking is a badass, and just he's like, nope, can't touch this. Dun, dun, dun,
yeah, basically.
Dun, 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 can't touch this. Dun, 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 basically, bro. And so basically, what's it called? What's his face? Senta gets fucking like railed, and he's fucking out, incapacitated. And Yuzuru, because of her breathing, it's an inefficient breathing technique, and even though it's raising her Dao, she can't keep up with it. So much so that when she catches her breath, like her nose starts to bleed, she starts getting dizzy and blurred vision. Like, it's bad for her.
There was too much of the stuff she was drinking. Oh, sorry, that was a Yuzuru. Yeah, Sagiri. Yeah, she's like nose bleeding. She's getting dizzy.
Yeah. So she
can't keep up.
She can't keep up with the breathing technique. We got to figure out what to do. And basically, they combine forces like Captain Planet and managed to.
Yuzuru was able to trick Mudao with the slime. Senta holds it in place.
Yep.
Like, you're gonna like, it's fine, it's cool. Then Sagiri cuts it. It's down.
It's dead.
Yep, it's dead. We'll get to that, but basically.
Also, we forgot to mention it does change into a woman.
Yeah, it goes back and forth. Yeah,
it goes back.
But we know that's what they do. Yeah.
So upset.
Also, we forgot to mention. The guy, the Tensen talked about there is no elixir life. You guys kept calling it that.
Yeah,
it's not what it is, and we don't have that.
We have Tan, and it helps us rejuvenate ourselves. But they're like, oh, so we just need Tan. They're like, no, if a normal human drinks Tan, then they're just gonna turn into a tree, like that fucker.
Yeah. So basically, they're just there to die. Basically.
Yeah, basically.
They set the prisoners there to die.
Yeah, basically. Should we? By the way, we forgot to mention about Gabimaru and his discussions with the people.
Also, we can get there now because this happened like in the middle-ish.
It happened in the middle, but it wasn't like too critical, basically.
Yeah, but they're there for a bit, and then it was mostly the other group. But we can go to them real quick. Yeah. Right time with them because the guy's defeated.
Yep.
All right, so let's get to them.
Yep. So Gabimaru is basically collecting himself. Everybody's there. Gabimaru's like, fuck, now I know how to use Dao, but I haven't mastered it yet. Like, I got to figure out how to master it. Now, obviously, there's the one way, which is fuck her. But he's not going to fuck a little girl because that's against his morals. So,
and he's married,
And he's married, yep. He loves his wife now. Only now does he love his
wife. Now.
Yeah, now he loves his wife. Only now when he's about to die. He realizes, fuck, I love
flashbacks. And flashbacks. Oh, yeah, that's why so he's like talking Michi. Oh, yeah, I am doing it for this reason. What was that again? I just talked about it. This was a little like 5 seconds ago. Now, oh, shit. What was that here for again?
Yeah, for real, right?
Oh God! But at least he's not a crybaby. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, at least he's powerful. He does shit. He contributes.
Yes.
He doesn't try to talk no jitsu. Doesn't get his ass kicked.
Just basically, when I get to my wife, you're in the way. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm trying to get my pussy. I feel that.
Exactly. Continue.
Yeah. And he's like, "Fuck, I don't know how to like figure it out." And then she's like, hey, or Gabimaru's like, "Hey, you followed me. You've saved me twice now. Like, is there something you want from me? Tell me so I can help you." And who's the one guy?
The scientist one?
Yeah, the Sinome scientist.
Yeah, Fuchi.
Fuchi's like, according to Sagiri's notes, they said that like, oh, Gabimaru has a heart, but it's only with this particular person. But just based off of his interactions, like, it seems like he It's not exactly what's being told. Like I can't figure him out. Can't figure him out. But basically, long story short, they kind of agreed to work together and figure out what's next.
Their lives are still on.
Yep, the pact is still on.
Yep.
Now we go back to
we go to
and Yuzuru and company.
Yeah, Sagiri, she's like sulking a bit, like, what the fuck? What do we do now?
Yeah,
because she really wanted to help Gabimaru.
Yep, and we also get a backstory on Senta and why he felt so strong.
I was getting to that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, basically, Yuzuru was like, we gotta survive, get the fuck out of here, but let's take a break.
Yep.
And then Sagiri and Senta, they're talking again. It's like, so, you like Yuzuru, do you? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, well, but he confesses, and she's like, okay, so why do you? And then this is where we get the flashback. He loves that Yuzuru is like free as herself.
Yep.
While Senta did not. He didn't want this life.
Yep.
He wanted to be an artist.
Yep.
But family was like, nope, fuck that. That's for pussies. You're gonna be a killer.
For gays.
Stop.
In essence, that's what the fuck they were saying.
I know, but he's basically like, it's not real men. Real men kill. So you're gonna test out these swords of what kills them better.
Right. Which murder device is the best murder device?
Yep.
And so eventually he's just like, like fuck, like I put my life goals away, and I just kind of just put it all behind me, and you just see like all the heads, the severed heads of all the men he's killed continue to pile up until he became one of the top Sainome. But he's like, it's funny because he's like, he literally said this. He's like, it's funny because I didn't really make an effort toward it, but because like I'm so like studious, I kept rising the ranks, through no effort, just being myself through study. And that's how I ended up being where I'm at.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah. So the two Yamadas, they bond from this.
Yep. And they're like, come on, let's save everybody. Okay, let's save everybody. But
yep. Mudao he's alive. They're alive.
They go past the gate and they start looking at some flowers. And Yuzuru was like, I don't remember these flowers. And the flowers lunge at him and lunge at her. And Senta sacrifices himself, gets punctured by the flowers, turns into a flower. Yep. He's dead. We get the final form of this Tenskin.
This is when this is the desperation. They turn into the flower.
Yeah.
And as these multiple flowers came up, who came in?
Sensei.
Yeah,
I know my sensei.
Yep. He just came in, slash them all. Badass pose and credits. Like,
that was good. That was a good cliffhanger.
Very good episode.
That was a very good episode.
Yeah, so now we're cooking with the show. Good. Keep it going.
Fucking a few episodes too late.
I know that it'll probably make it just low, but
it's stuck. It's low on my 10. Barely. It
is too. It's just more of
it barely. I tell you what, these last couple episodes did knock this off. Between the finale of Yamada and the last few episodes, including what may be the finale, it kind of knocked a couple of my ones that I had that were perennial top 10s for me throughout the season. It knocked them down to honorable mentions. So
yeah, this will happen to us this season.
Yeah. But I'm pretty confident. I don't think it's gonna get over my number 8. So I think it's stuck.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, I just kind of revealed something on accident. Ignore that.
Ignore that. Yeah, that won't hear. But
ignore that.
But basically, yeah, it had a nice premise. It started to go down a little bit. Now it's picking up. It might not be like a top 5 favorite, but I will say I do want more.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like I would definitely watch more of this. Just keep it up.
All 13 shows. I can't wait for either their next season or another season. Yeah. Without a douut. All 13. Agreed.
All right, now let's get to Gundam. A lot of heavy breathing in the beginning. But it's mostly these two fights. But
not sexual heavy breathing either.
Yeah, it was basically dying. Like Soletta's dying.
She is getting fucking hurt in that fucking Gundam.
Yeah, with the data storm. Yeah.
Basically,
Eri, she's like trying to shoot at it. Soletta's dodging, but she's gonna have a heart attack like any second.
It sounds like her palpitations are through the fucking roof.
Oh god, I just can't imagine just being there right now, just hearing that, like hearing the heart palpitation.
Oh, dude,
I'll be like, I believe it. Fuck this. You deal with Quiet Zero. You're on your own. But Aries like tried to tell her, hey, like she was
Excuse me.
bless you.
Thanks.
She was telling us to let her like leave. Like, no, like I don't want to hurt you.
Right.
I was like, no, I'm not leaving. I'm here to stop you, Mom.
Right.
I want to talk to Mom. I need to see Mom.
Yep. Like, all right, bitch. You don't want to fucking you don't want to leave? We're just gonna kill you.
Yeah, basically it's like, well, she's creating this world for us. Like, why can't you understand that?
Yep. And
it's like I gotta want the death of people happen in the process. Like, well, tough shit, basically.
And meanwhile, while this is happening, Guel and his brother Lauda are fighting.
Yeah, this I love. This mostly I love.
They're fighting, and Lauda's just saying to his brother, like,
Guel's like, stop this. Like, why? Like, like listen to me. He's like, no, like you killed father. You didn't tell me why.
Did you listen to father before you killed him?
Yes.
And Guel's like, that's
every time Guel tries to reach out, like,
it just pisses Lauda off.
Listen to me. He's like, nope, I'm not listening.
Pissed him off. He's like, oh, like it's my sin to bear and my sin alone. I didn't want you involved with it. And Lauda's like, do you think I'm that irresponsible? You think I'm that childish that I can't handle the truth?
And we get a little flashback of like how they were when they were kids.
Yep. It seems like Lauda's adopted, right?
It could be, or they were just separate. He could be adopted, yeah, unless they were like something.
I got the adoption feeling.
Mostly the adoption, but yeah, Guel had like this mean look on his face when he saw him, but he just went up to him, hugged him.
Yep, Lauda was scared. Lauda was scared. Yeah. By the way, the head Jatark, or their father, he was buff as fuck.
Right.
He was brolic. I'm like, oh yeah.
I'm sure. He's seen battle, man. I'm telling you.
Oh, he's seen battle and pussy. Yeah, he brolic as fuck, my guy.
Yeah, but Guel welcomed them with open arms. They was gonna love him and all this.
Yep.
And yeah, this more of the brother just felt neglected, abandoned. Like I can handle this. Like you could have told me. Like like why did you think I would not understand?
Yeah, but you understand both sides here.
Yeah, I understand his frustrations, but I understand why Guel wouldn't. But at the same time, it's like
they're both displaced in terms of how much he thought that his brother could handle versus his brother not being able to displace that anger towards his brother and placing it elsewhere in the negative light. Yep. So basically, everything comes to a culmination. Fucking.
I'll say before that, while it's going on in the ship, Miura and others like they're getting ready to basically be smuggled in.
Yep.
Because while it's going on, while everyone's distracted, just go in. They're trying to go in. Eri sees his cargo ship in the Quiet Zero. Like, well, if you ain't gonna leave, I'm gonna kill him.
Basically. But
it just stopped. The Ariel, the Gundam. Was it the Gundam that did it? That stopped it?
It was.
Because it wasn't Eri.
No, the storm happened after they got on board. So basically, what happened is they're on there. They launched the rock. They launched their little escape pod, and it's being held by the demi-loading. And they turn the demi-loading because it can't go into the data storm because it'll shut off. They turn the permit score off, and it goes into analog. And Choo Choo has a bit of an issue trying to control analog. She's never done it without the permit score. Eventually, she figures it out. They go into the data storm. It's rough. It feels eerie. Like even just being in the storm is like that, like daunting, like heavy feeling for the crew. And eventually, they manage to worm their way after evading all the fucking Gundams. They manage to worm their way and get into the Quiet Zero. When they get into Quiet Zero, they're met by a bunch of like shooting robotic security android type things.
Yep,
and they get into a firefight. Yeah, they get into a firefight basically. And so while Suletta and Eri are talking back and forth and things of that nature, they manage to get through. Prospera sees this.
Prospera like, well, I'm gonna take care of it myself.
Yep, I'm gonna take care of them myself. And then
we go back to outside. Guel and the brother.
Yep.
They go to their last thing. Guel has his weapon up. He makes it go away, and it gets stabbed. Guel's Gundam gets stabbed.
And keep in mind, Guel doesn't have his arms, or his legs.
His arms like
he has one arm. He has one arm. He's missing an arm. He's missing both legs.
Yep.
And so he allows himself to get stabbed by Lauda, and then in retaliation, he destroys Lauda's crown. So that makes his Gundam immobile.
The thing that was making him crazy type of thing.
Yeah. So he turns that off.
Basically, like how he loves and all this. Like
he's prepared to die. He's like, this is it. I let you stab me. I'm gonna go down the same way my father went down, stabbing.
It was like saying, it's okay. Like, I'm sorry.
Yep.
And as is about to happen, it gets shot by this goo to get rid of the flames.
From one of their kohai. I think it was Lawler's kohai.
Yep.
And they're like, no,
you guys are
this is
dumbass.
fucking stupid. You guys aren't going to fucking die this way. Figure your shit out without fucking killing yourself.
Yep. Like, you guys are dumbasses.
And then they just float off into space. They float off.
Yep.
Not fight off.
Yep.
They float off.
So they're done. Now we get back to there. Like, they're split up. Okay, like, one of us is going to hack this. You guys distract them.
Miorine tried to put the password in, and she can't put the password in.
Yeah, there's two Elons.
Prospera's like, oh, you thought I was stupid? I was going to leave with the same password?
Yeah.
Good luck, bitch.
yeah. And then she has the gun. She was ready to go, but the engineer, Prospera, that worked with Prospera, she's about to shoot. She was trying to shoot her.
Yep.
Elon, and then Prospera tries to go for the kill, but Elon shoots her in the head. Mask is off.
Yep.
And
Suletta Miorine has a flashback of the code of what they found when they were trying to decipher it. And so it says,
they found the code for tomatoes.
Yeah, the code says, I will always be there for you. Love, Mom.
Yep, so they shut it down. Quiet Zero is done.
Yep.
She goes to Prospera. It's like, that this is stupid. Like, just come with us. We'll be an actual family. You, me, Suletta.
Everybody will be family.
It's not
Prospera has this like sinister look of, I can't believe my plans are ruined. Like, you fucking bitch. She just has this like face of scorn and disdain.
She was so close.
Yeah, she is pissed. And so then basically all the Gundams stop, and Eri is like, what the fuck? What happened?
Yep.
And then basically, as this is happening throughout this battle,
turns out she's not the final boss.
No, so throughout this battle, we have the Assembly League, and the Assembly League is like, hey, we can use our super duper fucking space beam cannon that's disguised as a power plant, and we'll just blow up Quiet Zero to fucking smithereens. And so they turn the cannon on, and they're like, well, you're going to get blown to smithereens. Everybody on board. Nobody gives a fuck.
Everybody does.
Yep. And so the laser beam goes off. It's fucking sick. It's a sick fucking cannon. Yep. Goes off, and Eri goes out, and she fucking puts she tells all the Gundams by manual control, go put a data storm up. They do, but the beam is so powerful, it goes to the data storm, kills all the Gundams. Eri uses her gun bits and creates a data storm and looks at us as Suletta and smiles, and you Prospera realizes what's happening and is like, Eri!
Yep.
And she dissipates to nothing.
Yeah,
she stopped the beam. She stopped the beam,
but now she's dead.
She dissipates to nothing. Ariel is destroyed. Done. Gonzo.
Yeah, it's lifeless.
It's a wrap. Credits.
Like, it was nicely done.
If this is in your top 3, I don't fucking know. At minimum,
I want as it has a chance to go up where it is now. It just depends on how this ends.
There's not much wiggle room where it's at for me. So
yeah, it's very high. It's just, can it move up one more, or is it going to stay where it is?
Like I said,
that's where I'm at.
There's not much wiggle room for where I'm at.
But basically,
decipher that as you will.
Yeah, it has to be a fucking banger to move. Do it's just claw a little bit.
Oh, I already know you're number 1, so
yeah, of course. But
anyway,
let's get to finales.
Yes. How many we have? 5?
5.
5?
We got 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go with Clueless First Friend first.
Hey, see that? Did the countdown times and fucking segued you in? How about that?
Yeah. I guess I will say this is the weakest finale that we've had
in a while for any show that I've seen.
I'm saying for this season, this is definitely the weakest. I get what they were trying to do, but at the same time, it was just more of.
I was literally halfway through this episode saying, when is this going to end?
Said this will be a very quick one. First half was the bullies again, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So basically, what was his name? I keep forgetting. Generic bully number 1.
Bald headed bully.
Yep. Basically, he had Takeda.
He looks a little like Connie, now that I think about it.
A little bit.
Looks a little like Connie.
Oh yeah, he has Takeda in this club hideout type of thing.
Yep.
They well, like what? Oh, this is so cool. You got your own private room. Like, so why am I here? I thought I couldn't be here because of Nishimura. Like, well, that's the thing. We actually need your help.
Yeah,
because we had
this is actually a funny part. This first half was actually pretty.
Yeah. This was fine.
This is the best thing of the episode. This is this first half.
Yeah, basically it's like, oh, like we're in a rivalry with this other 5th grade class.
Yeah,
we're all grouped up in things and like competition. They always beat us.
Yeah,
we were gonna get done. We had a plan where we would have a cockroach come off in this cooker countdown thing. Like once the timer went off, the cockroaches would go and infest their school locker. Not really locker. The drawer, the dresser.
Yeah.
Say, oh, that's great. Like, yes, it would be cool, but our idiot friend here, Yuya, he actually put it in Nishimura's. So we need you
to get it out of Nishimura's
and before the timer goes off.
Yep. It's a lost cause. Don't even put it in the other room. Just chuck it out the window.
Yeah, anything. Because by the time we get there, the timer will go off.
Yep.
So that happens. Apparently, this all culminates to Takada thinking about the kiss for some reason, even though they never talk about it again.
Long story short. Can we just get to the long story short?
Yeah, basically, she goes there. He's about to go to the thing. She's Nishimura, and Takada goes, hypothetically, say there was a bomb, and of course, everyone took it literally.
There's a bomb.
Yeah, Kasahara, Hino, they didn't help the situation get any better.
Not at all.
The 5th graders, they doesn't believe anything with that. So,
yep.
But basically, Nishimura's like, oh, you mean like if you talk about that quote unquote bomb, I gave it to the teacher. Like, oh shit, the teacher's gonna die.
Yep.
They go in there. Oh, there's like 2 minutes left.
No, it's like a minute left or something.
Yeah, Takada is trying to go there. They try. He was wasting time while the sensei's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What is up with you guys? Stop running in the hall. Get your shit together.
And the thing goes on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Roaches everywhere.
Yep. So
everybody screams.
Yeah. There's no bomb. They're all in trouble.
That was cute. That was cute.
Yeah. And then the second half was basically how you picture your life 10 years from now type of thing. And of course, Takada drew a picture of him and Nishimura.
Yeah.
Little shenanigans. Takada, of course, brushes it off. He's clueless.
Yeah.
Runs to the screen. Roll credits. And there's an after credit.
Yep.
Where Takada sees Nishimura and the father. Says good morning. All this. He's like, oh, good morning, Nishimura. But wait, I'm also Nishimura. So the father was talking forward, like, oh yeah, I had this and all that. Say, cat. Oh, you met Akane. Like, yeah, because that's right, you're both Nishimura. So I'll call you Akane. So he says the first name in front of the father. And it talks about, I love Akane. The father's like, you fucking what?
Right? Nani?
Yep.
Yeah.
All that, and it's over.
Thank God.
I gave it 3.5.
3.25.
Okay, it was fine. I think you took it more as a romance when more slice of life, just a subtext.
I'm never watching anything that involves anything under middle school.
So don't worry,
it has to be like 8th grade. Like you got to be like 7th, 8th grade now for me to like give it a shot. Anything under that?
All right, so no Yakuza season 2.
No, it's different. That's a real slice of life.
No.
That's a real slice of life. Because the main character, like she is a main character. What's her face? I forget her name now.
Young lady, little lady.
Yeah, Ojo-chan.
Yeah.
She's like a main character, but the main character is fucking what's his dick? I don't remember the name. Once the season's over.
Hold on. Did it start with an S? Or is it an N or S?
It's not that difficult for me to just type in fucking
hold on.
Who's babysitting? Who's this
guy
babysitting? Toru. And Yaika.
Kirishima.
Yeah, Toru and Yaika. Kirishima and Yaika. Yeah, it's different because Kirishima is the true main character of this all.
Yeah. Like I said, I like the wholesomeness of it. I did not like the bullies.
It got old quick.
It got old really quick.
I get that was the point of the beginning, but once everybody
but they never changed. Like they had opportunities to like hey, fuck off.
Only
With,
Kasahara. That was it. She's the only one.
And they didn't like fully establish they were like friends.
That's fine. You don't have to love somebody.
I know, but I'm saying like I wanted her to go like, hey girls, mind your fucking business, or like
you wanted her to stick up for her more.
Like a little bit. Like not well, even if she doesn't say she's a friend, it's like, hey, she's actually not like this.
Right.
So fuck off.
Yeah.
So I want a little more Kasahara, but she came in as a friend too late.
Yep.
Hino was cool. I liked him.
He was annoying. Tanked up.
Man. But tank top.
Everything was tanked up.
Yep.
Umi was my favorite character.
Umi wasn't bad. I just wish we had more of her.
I did. I wish we had more Umi.
And I love the father.
I don't. I like the mother. I like Takeda's mother the most.
So you don't like Nishimura's father?
I don't mind him. I don't hate him. Not at all. I just meh.
Yeah, I probably won't watch another season. If they get one, they probably won't. They probably won't even make one, honestly.
Thank God.
Yeah,
I always feel like if I watch a season 1, I must watch the season 2, unless like I'm just like strapped and I can't.
I mean, if they're older, that's probably one thing, but I don't know.
This doesn't seem like a time skip type of anime.
Well, I'm also kind of glad they didn't do a time skip.
And you know what? I wouldn't have minded if they would have done graduation and everybody kind of went their separate ways, except for Nishimura and Takeda, and they ended up in the same high school or middle school rather, and then they would have ended it like point blank there. That would have been like more conclusive of a finale. By definition, we didn't really get a conclusive finale.
No, we did not. It felt random, like how it ended before the credits.
It was just a normal day.
Yeah. So
meh.
It was fine. I probably wouldn't watch it again. I probably wouldn't recommend this to people.
Would not recommend this to people, no.
Yeah, unless like you really love slice of life, like really like just for that maybe. But there's more. There's others you could recommend.
Agreed.
Like Skip and Loafer.
Indeed.
All right. I will let you talk about this one because I binged the whole thing. Raeliana.
Raeliana. So the episode starts off. And by the way, Matt. Thank you so much for binging Raeliana. Before I move on, what are your thoughts on the show? Don't give me a rating. Just give me your thoughts on the first 11 episodes.
I enjoyed it. There were some characters I wasn't crazy about.
Sure.
But I like the dynamic of Noah and Raeliana.
Sure.
Also, I love whoever does Noah's voice, the VA. I love it. I love his voice. It's very seductive, but also there's charm to it. You know him from what you call it. He's in Mashal. He's a Cautious Hero. Once you hear it, you know who it is.
Yeah. He is the main MC from Cautious Hero.
He's Swan. He's the new Anos from Misfit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so
you give you a little chub?
No, I go gay for that voice.
Oh, you go gay? You go full gay?
I say gay for that voice. Yes.
Yeah, you go full gay. Okay, not partial gay, not a little chub.
No, I go
full erection.
Yes.
All right.
But no, I like Noah. I like Raeliana. Of course, it's the usual Evanescent kind of like, oh, I know what it is, but I really can't do. I shouldn't do anything because it's not really my body. What was she like? My motherfucker, it's your body now. Do what the fuck you want.
Open them legs, girl.
He's like, it's you. It is you. You read it, but it is you. You could do whatever you want. You got drunk, for fuck's sake.
Does she feel guilty after she masturbates?
She shouldn't feel guilty. It's her now.
Flick the beam.
Like that. Like, dude, savage.
Flick the beam, baby.
All right.
Anyway, so the episode starts off. Raeliana goes to the gravesite, gets on a horse. She's on a horseback. She goes to the gravesite, and there's a man there. And he's got blonde hair, and she automatically thinks like, "Oh shit, that must be fucking Beatrice." So she tugs on the jacket, and it's just a man, and we don't know his name. We never get his name. No, we never get his name. We never get his name. So if you tell me the name, that's a spoiler.
I said I have his name, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's a spoiler. He's a nameless face.
Yeah, but Rule 63 Beatrice.
Yeah, basically. So. She's like, "Oh, do you have business with me?" The man's like to Raeliana, "Do you have business with me?" "No, I just thought you were somebody else." And they're like, "Oh, well, hey, it's kind of cold, and you're winded. Do you want to, sit down, have a drink with me?" Puts a coat on her. He lays his overcoat on the floor, so they have like a little picnic. Puts his regular coat on her, and they drink sake. They drink alcohol, and or it must be whiskey, whatever of the time.
Yeah.
Regardless, they drink alcohol, from the cap, and they start having a conversation. We find out that he was here to see his friend. He's a friend of Robert Winknight, who we know is Noah's cousin, who was murdered. And in the story, the royal seal is buried in that grave. Is in his grave. So they've dug up the grave, and we find out that the grave's not there. They dug it up. They because of recent grave robberies in the area, quote unquote.
Yeah, they did. So yeah, because of this, they had to move them.
Yep, and so they moved them to a site where the Winknight family can take care of it. That's that. So Raeliana's confused now because she's like, well, fuck, like his grave is supposed to be here. The royal seal was supposed to be here. Now what? Son of a bitch. But they continue to have a conversation, and it's just a friendly conversation. But basically, the man kind of deduces on accident, or maybe not, but on accident, Raeliana's circumstances. Like, because she explains, she's like, yeah, I came here because I wanted the man who I'm with to see the woman that he was supposed to be with, but instead he's with me. And, she's saying like, oh, that's a complicated situation, but then gives her a quote that stands out. Like, your life is your responsibility and no one else. And it sticks with Raeliana. And so then,
basically saying like, yeah. So if you guys are together, why are you trying to
break yourselves up?
Why are you trying to hook them up? It's because it's supposed to go. It's your story. It's
it was. She says like it just wasn't in their fate that they didn't meet, but it's in yours. So and that sticks with Raeliana throughout the episode. And so the episode basically, she goes on her way. She thanks the man. They don't get their names. Neither one knows the other person's name. She goes on her way. She arrives back home, and because it's almost winter there in this world, and she was out without a coat, she ends up getting a cold. And on top of that, she's drunk from the alcohol.
But they don't know that yet. But yeah, she goes home. They're like, "Where were you? We were worried sick." She sneezes. They're like, "Oh, get everyone out! You
get the doctor. Get her the medicine potion.
Yep, here, let me hold you. Let
me touch your hands so you're warm. You're so cold." And so she's bundled up in a fireplace, and then Noah comes, and Noah's like, "Oh, I heard you went out to play." And she's like, "No, I didn't go out to play." And then thinks about all the different scenarios in which he can say,
he's like, "So why were you out?" Like give you.
He's like, "Never mind. I was."
He's like, "Oh yeah, I was out to actually beat you, your actual wife."
Yeah, you can't say that. You can't say anything that she thought of. Like, I was there to see your dead brother for no reason.
So basically, I went for a walk.
Yeah, I went to play. And then because of the alcohol that she had, on top of the alcohol that was inside of the medicine drink that's supposed to help her cold, she's drunk. And so basically Noah's like, all right, upsy daisy, picks her up, carries her to bed. They have these cute little conversations.
Smells the alcohol. It's like, have you been drinking? Like, it was the butler's alcohol. It's like, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, and in her head, she's like, "Oh, I also had like 2 or 3 shots with the random fellow who you don't know, and I don't know." But she doesn't say that. So anyway, Noah picks her up, carries her very gently to the bedroom and drops her on her bed. And again, Raeliana wants to talk more about, stuff, but she can't. And she's like saying, in her drunk words, like, Noah, like, my life is my responsibility. And Noah's like trying to like see like, oh, like, well, he knows clearly like she's drunk. And basically Raeliana's like falling asleep because she's tired and drunk. And Noah asks Raeliana, like, hey, excuse me, the best way to get rid of a cold? Raeliana's like, how? She's like, you give it to someone else, and leans in as she's falling asleep, makes out with her, and she goes to sleep.
Gives her so she's feeling better. She's up. She's like a spring chicken.
Yep. And
Noah. Yeah, and I hate that she just blew him off. Like, you're like, I'm not feeling well. Great, I'm okay. Bye.
Bye.
I was like, dude.
No fucks.
Yeah, I was like, wow, you just do not like this guy, do you?
No fucks. But no, so that happens, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's kind of the rest of the episode is kind of like, I feel like an introspection in terms of like, well, fuck, like, like she thinks about those words and how it affects her, and then she basically just starts like, I don't even know what's going on with Beatrice. The session's over. I don't know what's up with the royal seal. Oh, the one thing she asked Noah was before like she got drunk and told him that
like, we're gonna break up.
We're gonna break up, right? You don't need me anymore, right? And Noah then proceeds to say his words, make out with her, and that's that. We flash back because the beginning of the episode truly starts off with Noah having a conversation with his brother, the king, about the circumstance. And the king is like, all right, well, the deed is done. You can drop the bitch now. And we see they kind of goes there, then goes into the OP. And then from that point, after Raeliana goes on her way and starts thinking about everything that happened, we get a flashback to the day before where we see Noah tell the brother, the king, like, no, there's still something she needs to do for me as my wife. I'm not gonna let her go until then.
Yeah.
And the king is like, huh?
But we don't know what it is.
We don't know what it is, no. And so, yeah, more or less, that's kind of how the episode really just ends in terms of like an introspection of her life thus far, and where she's at, and how things, she doesn't know how they're going to play out now because of the fact that she's changed so much of the story already. So it wasn't bad. It was kind of a weak finale, but
you saw the after credit, right?
I did, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, basically, really, I was talking about what was going on while we see Beatrice in a different town somewhere. That was really it.
Yeah.
It was an okay finale. I did enjoy this a lot, though.
I didn't enjoy this nearly as much as I came in with the expectations that I thought I was going to. Like, it still wasn't bad. I'll still watch the season 2. But it, just the fact that I wrote this in my review, the fact that they didn't touch whatsoever on how the fuck she even got there in the first place. And if that has anything to do with anything, like there were more questions that could have been answered in a tiny capacity that weren't even addressed.
And now because this is Beatrice a villain.
Yeah, is Beatrice a villain? Like, what is going on with her? What happened to Vivian after the fact? We don't know. Like, there's so many questions and so many pieces that aren't addressed that's why I was left clamoring for more, but not in a good way.
So I'm hoping there is a season 2. So we
I will for sure watch a season 2. But I will say this ED was one of my favorite EDs, point blank, of the year.
I did love that fireworks song, that insert song.
Yes, the middle one I told you about.
Yeah, so good. It's on my playlist now. I was like, ooh,
it's so good. It's an emotional song when you really hear the lyrics and stuff.
Yeah,
it's a great song.
But I did like the ED. OP was okay. Visually, it was nice. Okay.
Yeah, especially when you talk about visuals, especially with the facial expressions. If it wasn't for so many other great great animations throughout the season, that alone would have stood very high for me. Just the facial, the differences in facial expressions. When she's pissed off, you see it. When she's like thinking in her head, you see it. When she's disgusted, you see it. When she's happy, she's really happy, you see it. Just like the changes in facial levels was really good. All in all, I gave this a 3.6. I can't say 3.5 and I can't say 3.75. So I'm gonna say like a 3.6, 3.65.
I gave it 3 3/4.
You gave it a 3 3.75?
Yeah. Okay, I enjoyed it.
I'll go there with you. Fine, 3.75.
Especially for binging it.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, I'm glad I put this up.
Right.
So this was a better recommendation from you too. I like KamiKatsu.
Yes, 2 for 2.
I like KamiKatsu.
2 for 2. Well, no, I'm 1 for 1. Did you pick up another one?
No.
You picked up KamiKatsu.
Yeah, I picked that up from Star, man. I picked up Raeliana from both of you because it was that or Yamada. I was like, you know what? I'll do Raeliana.
Really?
Yeah.
Was I supposed to do Yamada?
I originally I was gonna pick up Yamada.
No, but was I supposed to do Yamada the finale, or was that last week?
You did that already.
No, did I do the finale?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did the finale.
Oh shit, you did not.
Oh, I didn't do the finale.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, do you want to do that? Yeah, you want to do that real quick?
Yeah, I do want to do that really quick.
Yeah, do that real quick before we move on to fucking Oshi. Or sorry, Deadmount. Sorry.
I was gonna say no. We should probably put Deadmount ahead of Raeliana, but
I was like, you know what? It was fresh in my mind. Like, let's just get all
right, it's fresh in your mind. That's fine. So the season finale of Yamada was actually really, really solid. This season finale put it in my top 10. Basically the episode starts off with them Tsubaki and Yamada talking, and we get a really rich and yet quite sad confession from Tsubaki, basically saying like, I've loved you like since since we first met. I think it was like 5th grade. She said like, I've loved you since 5th grade. Like, obviously you're hot, but you're a really nice person. Like the way you play video games. Like she goes on like a tangent of all the stuff she likes about Yamada. So much so that Yamada's like, Jesus Christ, like, oh my God. But she's like, I knew, like, I already know, like, I don't have a chance. I already know you're gonna reject me because you like someone else. I understand that. And Yamada's like, yep, like, I'm sorry, you know, like, I do like someone else. And it's just a really, like I said, it's a really depressing, like, rejection, especially considering all the thought and emphasis. Like, you know, like when you see all the other girls confess to Yamada, yeah, Yamada doesn't have a he doesn't have the what's the word I'm looking for, the ability to really speak to the females like that. Like, you know, like he struggles with that aspect, but he's not a dick about anything. But at the same time, all those girls are looking at him because he's so hot. There's no substance to that really. And so what's it called, so it's quite sad. And I compared it, honestly, I compared that rejection. It's kind of similar to Snafu when Hachiman rejects Yui. Like, out of all the girls that, like, you know, he dealt with, like, Yui was the one that liked him first, was down with him. And because he liked Yukino, you know, he didn't, Yui didn't get picked. And we just see her just like crying and, you know, just upset and like really, that's really gut wrenching. So that's still for me barely my number one. But this confession from Tsubaki was really, really touching from that standpoint. And it was just sad to see her get rejected. And so the next day, basically, you know, Yamada does his own thing, whatever the case may be. And all the members of the guild, they get together for a not yakuniku, but I guess you could say yakuniku, basically like a meat grilling party. They go to this like special restaurant that the old man that's part of the guild knows, and apparently like he's super famous. He knows every rich motherfucker in the fucking building. Like, you know, they're like, oh, how are you, all these various people, like, hi, how are you, hey, how are you, hey, how are you, and you know, they have these conversations back and forth. So they get a private room, they're grilling the meat, and then everybody, they get like all these servers, and they come in, they're like, this came from this room, this came from this room, this came from this room. So it was like quality, it was like wagyu, like perfectly cut wagyu steak, limes, some other snack, and then a bottle of premium expensive sake. And the old man tells Akane, because Akane's there, obviously. The only person that's not there at this time is Yamada, because Yamada's off busy, and he's told them ahead of time, like, hey, I'll be busy. I'll stop by when I'm done. So the only person not there is Yamada. Akane's there. The old man tells Akane, hey, have a sip. And she's like, wow, this is so good. And proceeds to drink the fucking bottle. So what do you think happens?
Drunk.
She is shit-faced again. And so Yamada comes and was like, hey, everybody. And they're like, hey, where's Akane? And you see Akane drunk, stumbling, Yamada! And she's just the annoying. That's one like negative about Akane. She is an annoying drunk. She is so annoying. And so everyone's like, yeah, we'll leave her to you. Bye. And they left drunk Akane with Yamada. And so you know, he tries to take her home. She's stumbling, you know, and she's like, I want water. He gets her water. Yamada ends up falling asleep on a bench at the train station. And she's like, oh my God, I fell asleep. They're like, yeah. Like, all right. No, I'm sorry. Before she fell asleep in the train station, she as they're walking to the train station, she gets her heel. She's wearing heels. She gets her heel caught in the crack of a concrete. And she's drunk and she's a girl, so she can't like get it out. Yamada tries to get it out, struggles, and it kind of gives Akane like a moment to pause as she sees, like, you know, kind of like the Prince Charming, right? The Cinderella story, the Prince and Cinderella, how like, right, you know, with the glass slipper, except it's a real like shoe with her thing. And there's symbolism in that, because the shoe, like her and her heels and her ability to not keep them on, is the entire reason why her and Yamada met in the first place. So there's symbolism there. She's thinking about everything. And she reaches out after Yamada gets the shoe and puts it on her. He's like, all right, come on, let's go. She reaches out to try and get his, like, you know, his little jacket pocket. And she misses. And she gets a little, like, you know, upset or whatever. And she just keeps on walking. Again, then they go to the train station. She wants water. She passes out. Yamada gives her the water. And everything is all good. Yamada walks her to her apartment. And he's like, all right, well, you have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And as he's walking away, Yamada basically says, you like me, don't you? And Yamada turns around and smiles really big for the first time in the series. This giant grin on his face. And he's like, you fucking got me. I like you. And Akane is just kind of like stuck, like, huh? What did you say? And she's like, yeah, I like you. And then Akane begins to just like cry and basically says, like, through her tears, like, hey, like, can you call me tomorrow? And he's like, yeah, I'll call you tomorrow in the morning. Okay, I want you to call me because I want to make sure that I'm not dreaming right now. I want you to tell me that, what happened last night was real.
Tell me when I'm sober.
Yeah, basically. And so he's like, all right. And they have this warm, long embrace, this long hug between them. It's really, really, really touching from that standpoint. And from there, the next day he calls, wakes her up, morning, like all awkward. She's all awkward. And, they recount everything that happened. And so basically, she's with Yamada now. They're official, in essence. Nice. And so the episode basically, as the credits roll, the episode's basically Yamada hanging out with her friends and telling her what's going on. And there's a funny joke basically that as Yamada's telling one of her friends, as Akane is telling one of her friends, like, yeah, he's younger, and the girl's like, oh, I couldn't date a younger boy. Like, I tried to be mature, and he was just like all sorts of shit. Like, I didn't want to be dependent on him. I couldn't do it. So this puts like thoughts in in Akane's head, like, oh fuck, I got to try and be the mature woman, whatever the case may be. And so as the credits are rolling, we get basically like an after credit, and the after credit is Yamada meets up with Akane in the afternoon, and they're at like a little like tea place or whatever, right? And Yamada is trying to give him like the grown-up, mature woman speech of like, hey, I know you're busy. It's no problem. Like, I'm here for you, babe. Like, just, when you need to lean on me, I'll be there for you to lean on me. And he's just like zoned out. And Akane is like, are you even listening to me? And Yamada looks at her and she was like, no, I wasn't listening to you. I was actually looking at your mouth, like open and closed. And I was just like paying attention at how like pretty your lips are. And she gets all fucking embarrassed, and even the people next to them are like embarrassed. It was really cute. And the season ends as they're walking. Yamada turns to Akane and was like, "Hey, you wanted to tell me something back there? What did you want to tell me?" And she's like, "I just wanted to hold hands with you." And they hold hands and they walk down the street to end the series. Before the series ends officially, they walk hands. They're going down the street, and Yamada. We get a flashback to the very beginning where Yamada looks down at the floor, sees the heel that Yamada dropped when she was chasing after her ex in episode 1, and was like, that's a shoe? How do girls even qualify that as a shoe? That's barely a shoe. And he's like, girls are weird. This girl's weird. As you see Yamada, as you see Akane look up at Yamada with those eyes that she had, there's just like that wonder moment. And then you hear the end saying like, hey, are you okay? As he puts his hand out to try and like lift her up. This is just from episode 1 to end the series as they walk down holding hands.
So what did you give it?
4.25.
Okay.
4.25. Yep. It was super, super good. Super, super good. And based off of the fact that I gave it 4.25, I should move it up. It's just the rest of them are just that good or better. Honestly.
Right.
I think, let me see. If I gave this 4.25, I gotta give, because I'm not gonna spoil it. Then the show above it, I haven't rated yet because I'm waiting for the finale. So it's one of our finales, and I gave everything else 4.25. And everything from Delusion to Hero to Skip and Loafer, and I didn't give you guys in any order what that is. Those 3 I'll tell you are ahead of Yamada for me, and it's tough, but no, overall, I did the same thing like you did with Raeliana. I binged the series. I certainly enjoyed it. I didn't speak to me as much, honestly. There were parts that were cute. There were parts that were a little cringe and annoying. Yeah. But it was a really fun rom-com, and would certainly recommend it as a solid rom-com. And like I said, the season finale was crisp. That was such a good season finale for me. So nice. I had it at like a low 4, and the season finale gave it that extra quarter for me. So 4.25.
All right, now let's go. We got 3 more.
All right.
Dead Mount Death Play. We picked up where left off with Phantom Solitaire and Zhao Yu. They're fighting on the top of the roof.
Yep.
Of course, Solitaire does the tricks. I still love Phantom Solitaire. I wish you had more of him.
He was a little annoying. Honestly, I didn't like him as much this episode.
I like him in general, though. I like him in the series as a whole. I like him.
Yeah, gentle criminal.
Like, don't kill him.
He's a gentle criminal.
He is gentle criminal.
So
basically, he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, so he's like trying to play along with his words, try to get some information from Zhao Yu. But who comes in between them?
Lemmings.
Lemmings. Yes.
Lemming wings. Wow.
Lemmywinks.
Lemmywings. Okay.
You never seen South Park?
I don't really watch South Park.
Oh, it was the gerbil that went up Mr. Slave's ass. Lemmywinks. Lemmywinks.
Right, Papa? I agree.
Yes, exactly. But Lemmings jumped in between them.
Yep.
Jay was like, "What the fuck?" Because he was like, "I was told not to mess with this guy because he'll kill me."
Yep.
So Solitaire's like, "Oh shit, I didn't expect to be here." Like, "Oh yeah, where he's on my side, but he's so unpredictable. I don't know what he's gonna do."
Yep.
He could attack me. He could attack you. He could go away.
Yep. And so Shaolin was making the first move. He's like, "Well, fuck this. It is what it is." Fucking throw some knives at him. They all get stuck in Lemming's back. Lemmings is like, meh. And he fucking takes the knives out and he walks towards a gentle criminal. I mean, Phantom Solitaire.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? But like,
while this is happening, we get a at the same exact moment we see
Curse God.
No, not Curse God. Before we get to Curse God talking, the other Polka, the other Shinomiya, the cousin. He's talking to his other henchman and was like, "Oh, did Lemmings like go over there?" And they're like, "Yeah, he might have been seen during the fire, but I've instructed him not to go after Shaolin. Like I've instructed him not to go after the bodyguard. So no matter what he does, he's not going to go after him."
Yep.
And then we cut to the battles. We keep on going, but it keeps on going from that standpoint. We can now move on to Polka. At the same exact time, Polka is trying to like figure out what's going on. Like the call cut out. Like it's weird.
While he was on the call, it was who took the call? Was it Saya or was it someone else?
No, it was the fire breathing bug, or like one of the representatives of the fire. It was like two people on the call. It was like the girl that's working with fire breathing bug, and then the fire breathing bug itself.
Yeah.
So he's talking to the girl, and as this is happening, the phone clicks.
Yeah, and then the girl gets stopped by these two cops
who we saw in the previous episode.
Yeah, working under. So it was like, "Hey, what are you doing out late? Why do you have a raincoat? It's not raining."
Yep.
So she was making the excuse of, my dog's in the building. I just didn't want to get it dirty. That's why I have this.
Yeah.
Probably excuse like my father's coming soon.
Yep. And
but eventually we see him.
The quote unquote father, who's really the fire breathing bug.
Yep. So now hey, why are you harassing my daughter? Basically, the story checks out.
Yep.
Leaves alone. Polka. He still uses vision to look up top.
Yeah, he's looking around, and he's like, "I can't find what's going on. Let me use it more." And he's like spreads out, and then we get a flashback to Polka, to Corpse God, training when he first started training with the woman, right?
Yeah.
The other sorceress.
Yeah. Did we get her name?
We did, and
Sword Frail.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked it up now. Yeah, she has, of course, a very risque outfit with a skeleton on her head.
Yep.
Yeah, Easeless Sword Fail.
Okay.
Or Wandering Balcony. That's her nickname, apparently.
Wandering Balcony?
Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, basically, we see his sensei, this bitch.
Yep.
And she's like talking. I don't know. She talks to one of her assistants. Talks about what's like.
Oh, this is when they're reflecting on Polka. I thought that was the previous episode.
No, the same episode.
It's the same episode. Okay, yeah. So she's talking to. So basically, she's the second ranked sorceress in this like country, and the person she's talking to is the 7th ranked sorceress.
Yeah,
and they're just reflecting on how amazing the corpse god was. Like he was just so amazing.
But he also lacked something.
He's like, then the main girl was like, he never bested me in anything but one thing, compassion.
Yep.
Like he can connect to the dead the way I could never aspire to be, and for better or worse, he's loyal to those who he considers close to him. As we see flashbacks of him like throughout the season, like taking care of all of his new teammates, even the people that
Misaki, Takumi, everybody,
yep. And he's like, that's his like gift and curse. So as this is happening, Polka's thinking about how to expand his eye more, and now we see the training that they were going through. And she's like, well, when you'll be able to do that, you'll be able to see an entire continent just by your powers. you know, so you have to focus here and do this. And you see Polka the corpse god trying to do it, and he can't really expound too much. And she's like, well, it's fine. That's just the limits of your powers right now. It'll expand over time. And when you really get it, you'll get it. And so using his powers, now we flash forward into him on Earth. Corpse God uses his powers and he's able to see everything practically in fucking Tokyo.
Yep, and he sees Phantom, he sees Lemons.
Yep.
Shaggy up top. Phantom, he gentle criminal. He's on the edge of the building.
Yep.
He's making his escape.
Yep.
Lemons is trying to get to him.
Yep.
He's failing to do so. Polka does his powers with the invisible hands.
Yep.
Trying to grab them, but Gentle got away.
Yep. Nigaru.
Basically, till we meet again.
Yeah, no, well, you're also skipping ahead that he basically is using the same hand technique. He uses it to stop Lemmings. He uses it to stop Phantom Solitaire. He's stopping everybody, but they still start to get away after like a diversion. And so then he expands that power even more. And there's like, it looks like, what's that one? I remember, like, I don't remember what anime it was, but remember it's like, oh, ReZero.
Oh,
ReZero, and what's his dick powers?
Subaru
powers with the hand.
Yeah, with the god hand. Yeah.
Yeah, from the sloth god, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like, except they were gray and not fucking purple.
Yeah,
so he uses this power.
Multiple, yeah.
He uses this power, and it's so powerful, it can literally be seen with the naked eye. They're supposed to be invisible, but they can be seen by the naked eye. And while this is happening, the same like a henchman of the other Polka twin, he's like, hey, I'm sending you a video, you need to look at this right now. And the guy's like, why can't you? He's like, why can't you just tell me what it is? He's like, I don't have the proper jurisdiction to even begin to think of what this is. So he looks at the video and it's just hands everywhere. And we learn later that same video is disseminated to the people that are part of that secret cult society involved in the symbol.
We'll get to them because they were an after credit. We'll get to them.
Yeah. So this basically it's deciphered over to them, and we'll get to them. Yep. So,
yeah, Phantom got away.
Yep.
And basically everything's calm right now.
Yep. Lemmings is gone. Everything is good. Nobody died.
But then we get to what happens. Basically, there we're talking about we see various videos like the skeletons from the beginning, the hands, and we're saying necromancy. There's someone from another world here, and now it's let's take it. So that's
like search for him. Take it.
Yep.
And then somebody replies back as you command.
Yep. So that's going to be our second part.
Our core 2, which is in October, you said, right?
Yep. It's in October.
Very good. Very solid.
I gave it 3.5.
I gave it 3 3/4.
Yeah. I wish it was a little more gory, like it was in the first episode.
Yeah.
But it toned down quite a lot with that. But I love Misaki. Yep. Characters are fine. We got our comedy relief with Polka and the shark board.
Yep, we got our ecchi with Misaki.
Yep. Some nice characters. There's definitely intrigue in this world.
It's just they could have, that same thing like some of the other ones that we've said. They could have expounded on it a tiny bit more to give us even more intrigue or give us more reasons to talk about it as the season progressed and as we go into core 2. So I'm sure everyone's going to pick up in core 2.
There is potential though. There is potential once part 2 comes out.
This is not going to be a 5. Sorry to break it to you guys.
No, it's a 3.5.
It's a 3.5 for you, 3 3/4 for me. So we'll see how core 2 does. If core 2 is a 4, we can give it an overall score around almost 4. If it's a higher than that, it'll definitely be.
But it's the same. If it's the same, it's the same.
It's the same as the same. Yeah, I agree, Matt.
But yeah, again, I am looking forward to it. There is intrigue. I wish some vision were executed better.
Yep.
We keep seeing the hero in the OP, so I'm wondering if he's going to show up in part 2. The hero that killed him.
Maybe not in this season. Maybe if they.
No, I feel like he'll have like some type of connection.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Yeah, but that's if they do it.
Imagine the person searching for him is the hero.
Probably it could be. Like he found out he's not really dead, so he has someone gave a spell to.
No, but I have a feeling you would know. They would be like, oh, like someone would be like, I know exactly that power. It's the corpse god.
But no one's saying anything about it yet. Like he's just trying to get him alone.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hi.
All right, moving on. Oshi no Ko.
Great episode.
Very good episode. Good way to top it off. But basically, we picked up where we left off. It's time for the show. Kana, Ruby, Mem. They have a nice little dance sequence with the songs. So the fans are already into it. But before that, though, we have a little flashback with glow sticks.
Yes.
Ruby has pink. Mem has, I believe, yellow. And they're like, so, Kana, what do you want? Like, she'll take white.
I don't care. White.
But they're like shocked because a lot of people fight for whites. So white's like the
boy, that sounds familiar. A lot of people fight for white. Yes. Boy, if that doesn't translate across the world.
Yeah. But they're like, you know what? Yeah, have it. It's cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
You totally deserve it, type of thing.
Yeah, and before the performance, we also see like these 3 random dudes, and this geeky looking fuck is like, hey, before we leave the festival, can we see this group called B Comanche? They have Mem, and the guy's like, B Comanche, and the
dude is like, group, yeah.
He's like, oh, you know them? And he's like, no, there was a group from years back, and it was led by the genius I, but she was killed before she could realize her potential. And then he's like, oh, you kids would understand. So
basically, he wants to see for himself. And then there was another group, another idol group. Like, oh, should we go celebrate? No, there's this cute girl I want to see. They didn't say which one. Just
there's a cute girl I want to see. And they're like, oh, you love cuties, huh?
I was like, oh, you like you otaku, fuck.
Yeah, you fucking idol otaku.
Yeah.
So you want to eat her box, don't you, girl? Go ahead.
She didn't say which one. It's probably Ruby. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I would believe that.
I mean, she is attractive.
Ruby's hot.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But
and she's not a whore like her mom.
Yeah.
The
only development she got was dying. Tell me I'm wrong.
If we have a lot of Oshi no Ko fans that listen to this show, we're gonna get hate mail for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I's hot, but she's a slut, and she only died.
Yeah, that was our only character development.
She got dick and then died.
Yeah, I never loved anyone until I died, until my final breath.
I didn't love anyone until I got dick, and then I still didn't love anybody, and now I love somebody.
And I told Daddy about it, and he put a hit on me.
Basically, you want to see your kids die, bitch.
Yes. But anyway, now we're getting to the performance. First song, very nice song. They all performed it well.
Yep.
The old man in the background is like, he was actually starstruck.
No, you forgot at first. No, you have to break it down. You have to break it down properly because they're in the middle of the performance, and the geeky dude is like, hey, like they're good, right? And he's like, nah. He's like, they're just a knockoff. Like they'll never be like the original. And he stops his sentence and he pays attention to Kana because basically the performance. The first
I thought it was Ruby was looking at because he has the sparkle and the star in their eyes.
No, he was looking at Kana. And the reason why that is because of the fact that they do the first performance. Everything goes off really well. They get like cheers and stuff. And then Kana has like an introspective moment in the middle of the performance as they're catching their breath for the second song. And Ruby's talking to the crowd because she's like saying like, oh, our next song, you know this song very much, is We Are B. That's the name of the song. And Kana is having this, like I said, introspective moment where she's like, when I'm on stage, I'm not nearly as nervous, but I just want anybody to love me.
Yes.
And she's just like, my agency let me go. She's like, my agency abandoned me. My mother abandoned me. All my friends, abandoned me. And, here I am and I'm alone. I just want someone to reach out, to be like supportive of me.
But
there's more. And then she's like, and it continues on. She's just like, if somebody had like paid attention to me, I would have done better. If somebody hadn't abandoned me, I would have done better. Like, it's a really hard thing to like when you see her in this like internal turmoil because like you can't help
now to herself. And
you can't like help but like everything. I feel like everybody has that like kind of self-reflection at some point. Like, damn, if somebody had done this, I'd have done better. If somebody had told me this, I would have understood more.
Like someone supported me. Someone like, rah, you got this. You can do it.
Like it's okay. Something like I'm here for you. Like she's never felt that of like I'm here for you. Like I'm here for you. She's never had that. And so, but she's like, she basically turns off that introspective moment. She's like, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna fucking do it. And so she lights up during the second song. And to Matt's point that he said a couple minutes ago, the guy lights up as he sees Kana. Just lights up, and she's like, "Oh my god, wow!" And then the other geeky guy is like, "Yeah, Kana's good too. Like, I think I can support her." And then what do we see in the crowd, Matt?
We see a glow stick. We see a white glow stick.
Yes.
For Kana. But it's Aqua. He has the 3 glow sticks. He's doing a dance from when he was a baby. Everyone's looking like, what the fuck? Ruby couldn't help but laugh while she was performing. Kana lit up. She was like so happy. She had something that resembled I, and then Aqua saw that, and Aqua was just starstruck.
Starstruck too.
And it was just like exact, like picture in picture. If you had, like I said in the group chat, that is what he saw, and he just went in love, basically. Yes, exactly.
He got a chub.
And he's like, I made a huge mistake with Akane.
For real. He's like, God damn it, why the fuck did I do that show?
Well, wait, exactly.
I want to find my mom's killer. That makes total sense.
Exactly. So,
and we're back.
Yeah, so that happens. We had a little moment with Ruby and
by the way, the show goes off on that hitch, which I was expecting.
I was saying there was a thing with Ruby and Kana when they looked at each other. Kana saw something in Ruby, that made us scream out like she is an ally. She's something she really wants. Yeah, she loved it. But yeah, everything went well. They're celebrating.
I totally expected something to go bad. Like I totally expected like somebody to trip, somebody to fuck up a note. Like I was kind of expecting a Bocchi the Rock.
I was expected to be a clusterfuck with like dancing, but the singing carried it. It was like something like not a great show, but
well, Ruby and something about somebody said they're like I forget which one it was from that like the 3 men, but they're like like the middle girl, she sings really well, the dancing is really nice. That other girl, she has really potential to like break out. Talking about Ruby. And
and then Mem was the good dancer,
and Mem was the one that brought the crowd in the first place because she's the influencer.
Yeah, and Ruby was like, oh yeah, she could be. There's a star underneath her.
Yep,
and kind of just she sings well.
Yeah, but she's now Kana the idol, no longer Kana the unwanted.
Yeah, no longer the child actor.
No longer the child actor, no longer unwanted. It's great. And now we move on. They leave the venue. They're in the car. I expected a truck-kun to come. No truck-kun.
But what'd you call it? Ruby's passed out. She is tired.
Yep.
Mem's on her phone.
Yep.
Kana was talking to Aqua. Like they're like finally talking.
She's like, "What do you think of our performance?"
And then Aqua said, "Like it was fine. You guys did well." It's like we need more than that. It's like it's your first show.
He's like, you guys are gonna have a lot more shows that you're gonna kill. It would be a waste to give you such high praise on your very first show when you're gonna do better in the future. Yep. And that makes Kana smile. And
while it was going on though, first Mem was talking to Miyako.
Miyako.
So it's like, oh yeah, they're getting along again. It's like, oh, like, but there's a reason why for it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? It's like, hold on. So Aqua, how's you and Akane?
Yeah, we're good. We're planning to go somewhere to take some fake pictures.
But yeah, it's just a job type of thing. And then Akane here's just like, it's a job.
And so Kana starts overreacting and being an annoying girl.
Basically, it's like Aqua. But mentally, it's like, oh god, it's not real. I have a chance.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Mem quickly puts 2 and 2 together since she's the oldest, most mature.
She finds he's after that. It's like,
oh my god, Kana likes him.
But it's like, but I like Akane.
Right?
It's like, but I want Akane to succeed too. Like, fuck.
And then later on, something happens between them, which we'll get into.
We'll get to that bit.
And Mem is just like, we'll have to say, Mem is just like, Akane-chan, you got to do better.
Yeah. Well, first it was, I don't know who to root for. And then when we get to the house, Kana is teasing Aqua.
Yep.
About this. Like, oh, yeah, of course it's a professional thing because no one, who else would love you for real? All this
you're like, you were peon, weren't you? And he's like, so? And he's like, why would you look at all those links?
Because you wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, you wouldn't listen to me. So you did all that just so you can talk to me? Oh, I see how it is. And she's just gassing her. She's gassing her ass up. She's gassing her own ass up.
Aqua's like, you know what, fine. I'll talk to like someone else right now.
I'll tell you the whole truth. Sit down. Let's discuss this.
So yeah, Ruby and Mem hear this, and this is where Mem is like, man, Akane, you gotta do better, girl.
You gotta do better, girl. You got competition.
Yeah, and then
we fast forward.
Happens. We go to the producer,
Yep.
Messiah. He's talking to like this famous
director.
Raida, the director. He's talking about, I'm making this Forbidden Blade movie at that.
It's an anime live action.
Yeah, basically it's gonna be a stage play.
Yeah.
Basically, I got some actors. So
he started describing the stage play, which, by the way, sounds really fucking cool. They're like, it's a 360 stage that rotates,
2.5D type of ordeal.
2.5D with like screens around. Like, we got a big budget. Now comes casting, as you said.
Yeah. So basically, we got Akane for one because she's a part of the build that they're rented out to. The producers, Masaya is like, oh yeah, well, I got some. Basically, it's gonna be you're owing me one. It's like, no, you're owing me one.
And then they both look at each other and they start doing the fucking. They start doing the no, what the fuck show is that? Oh, what show is that?
Which one?
Oh, Beavis and Butthead laughs.
Yes. Yes.
He's like, what? And like, we got ourselves a deal, and they shake hands.
Yeah, basically. So that means So that means Aqua. They found out Aqua's a part of it, but first we get to the date. Aqua and Akane, they're at the thing. They're having their scheduled meetup dates.
Yes.
Akane is talking about. So I heard you got a call about an offer about you were talking about the Hidden Blade thing. Like, yeah, I'm in it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm in it too. What a coincidence. We're the couple in this one.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they must have wanted us from the start. Oh, yeah, they must have wanted us. And you already mentioned that they took pictures? Right? You already said they took pictures and posted it?
Yep.
So the key is they took the Instagram pictures and posted it in real time.
To show that they're a couple.
But they did it in real time.
Yeah.
But to Matt's point,
Kana is there. She brings it up like, you do not want to do this because that means they will stalk you. So you're going to have to move. As she sees Akane, oh my God, it's Akane. You're still a shitty actor, right?
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, no, she took a dig. And I was like, oh my God, that's fucked up. She's like, look at you. She's like posting in real time, right? She's like, are you trying to fucking bring your personal life up again? Huh?
Yeah, and then Akane's like, oh yeah, you're the failed child actress, right? You quit. You were so bad you could become an idol. How's that going for you?
And Kana's like, I got to make my money somehow.
Yeah, but yeah, they were like glaring at each other after this. But
yeah,
anyway, Kana's like, anyway, you gotta go. You gotta move. Otherwise, you'll get stalkers. That's all I came to say.
Oh, by the way, also, I got a part in the play too, bitch.
Yeah. I was like, ooh.
And she's basically one of like the side characters that is involved with the main characters. Like,
yeah. So she's as she's leaving, Akane is furious.
She is pissed.
And then Aqua's like
literally, like she has a cup of like whatever juice or water in her hand, and it's shaking.
Yeah,
and
like her Akane's like
Aqua's like, you know her? And she's like, how the fuck can I not? We grew up in the
same age
together, and we in the same grade, same age.
Yeah,
and she goes, and she's like, oh, she would always take like all the parts that I wanted, but not this time. This time I'm gonna fucking beat her. I'm gonna beat that bitch.
But Aqua's like, try to get along. Like, fuck no.
Yeah, and meanwhile, you see Kana walking away like, I'm gonna beat her, 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 I'm gonna beat her. So high tension early for the season 2 that Matt had announced.
Yep. Very good show.
5 out of 5.
It's a 5. It's too good.
It earned a 5 a while back from the both of us.
But it was mostly the Akane episode.
The suicide episode.
I was scared that after the first episode it was gonna drop. There were some episodes that they were okay. There were some
small like speed bumps, you would say, or maybe
but the main story is Aqua.
Yeah.
I wish there was more Ruby to balance it out, but she definitely got her stuff at the end.
And she's gonna get her shot anyway.
Yeah, I just hope there's a balance of Aqua and Ruby and not just more Aqua.
Hey Matt.
What? Oh, the other kitty.
New kitty.
It's
so weird having a cat with nipples because she's a girl.
Well, the boy cat has 8 nipples too. They're useless, but they're there.
Basically.
Yep.
Quick side note. All right, baby, I'm putting you now. Quick side note. Like, they get along. For the most part, and basically she tries to play like annoying sister. So Shadow will be chilling and she'll start chasing after him. And eventually Shadow run away. And then eventually Shadow gets pissed off and it goes meow. And then she's like, meow, and she starts hissing. And it's like, dude, I was like, calm the fuck down, bro. Like,
they'll do that. There'll be random moments of that.
Bro, at least twice in the middle of me jerking off, I hear a loud. I'm like, I can't even fucking jerk off in peace.
Well, at least they don't walk in on you when you're having sex.
No, well, she'll fucking lay on me.
They do it to us. I'm saying my cats
lay on me while I'm beating my dick. She'll like just come right next to me, just put her head on my lap.
No,
my fucking legs, just like
no, like
I'm like, dude, really?
No, like Hime will jump on the bed, like try to get our attention, like next to us while we're in sex.
So what's funny, right? I had that happen once, and then Shadow never did it again, really. When I had Shadow I think she was like 3 months old, I had this chick over, right? And we're fucking in the dark. It's a good fuck. I come, and you know that after feeling as a guy when you come and you just lay back, you're like, I did my job. I'm tired. I just nutted, right? And I put my hand down on the left side of the bed, and I'm like, what's this warm furry thing? And Shadow had just been laying on the bed the whole fucking time watching me just drill this bitch. And I'm just like, the fuck? Oh, you don't give a fuck?
Let's move on. We got one more finale.
The penultimate semifinal finale.
Yeah. But yeah, Heavenly Delusion. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the Ibaraki facility with, the walls are down.
Mm-hmm.
At the children are at the outside of the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we're figuring out, okay, so what should we do? Like, is this the test? Do we stay here or do we go forward?
Right.
And it's Mimi Hime, Shiro, Kona, Cuckoo, and the little girl. What's her name? The one with the glasses.
She was there?
Was she there? No, I think she wasn't
only
there.
4 of them. It was 2 couples.
Yeah.
Mimi
Hime, Shiro, Cuckoo, and someone else.
Yeah, the other guy, black hair.
Yep, I forgot his name. But basically, let's just go. They're scared of birds. They're scared of.
Yeah,
they were isolated. Yeah.
Yeah, the new environment.
They've basically
only gone up in the dome,
and it's hot too because they're not used to this. Also, like the weather and all this.
Yep. No air conditioning.
Basically, let's just go ahead. If it gets too bad, we head back.
Yep. They're like, all right, and we're gonna go back and tell Sensei.
Basically,
they split. So the 2 go back, tell Sensei. The other 2 are gonna go on ahead.
Yep. So Mimi Hime and Shiro, they go forward while Cuckoo.
No, the other way. The other way. It's the other way. The other 2, Cuckoo and her dude, go forward to see what's going on, and Mimi Hime and Shiro go back.
Oh, sorry. Well, they were trying to
go back. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get to them later on, but they get lost.
Yeah.
The doctor Sawatari, we go back to where he was. He's bleeding.
Yep.
He mixed up the babies.
Yep.
The other female scientist came in. So basically, Project Noah's on the way. Like, you have the right baby. Like, so which one is going to Tokyo?
Wait. Project Noah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just don't talk shit. I just came up with it on the spot.
Yeah.
That was
we're like, it's a stupid name. Like, anyway, right now.
Anyway, whose fucking baby are we giving?
Like, which one is going to Tokyo? Like, this one. Yeah. Are you sure? It's fine. It's good. It's the right baby. I didn't fuck it up.
It's the wrong baby.
You're like, are you okay? You just you're bleeding a lot. I'm fine.
It's a scratch.
Yeah, and we'll get back to them later. But that was them for now.
Yep.
We get Tamaru. Basically, Kiriko hasn't come back yet.
It's been 3 days now. Or
yeah, basically,
3 days.
Basically, he's starting to get worried. Like,
he's like, if I saw somebody for the first time, I would catch up all night, and then I would sleep all day.
But it's been a couple of days.
It's been a couple of days now, so I'm gonna go find this girl.
Yep. So, but Maru, he was on a mission. Like, holy shit, he was on a mission.
Yep. He walks up.
He goes to the gates. Like, oh, what's going on? Boom. Knocks him down in the water.
No, he asked. He's like, oh, have you seen a girl with brown hair come through?
Like, oh yeah, she.
That's Robin's friend. Yeah. She hasn't come out since. They must be having some fun.
Yep. We've been hearing noises.
Yeah.
And Maru had a blank stare. Like,
judo tosses one motherfucker out,
knocks the other one. They're in the water.
Yep.
Goes inside.
Yep. Knocks out the guard in the front. Knocks him unconscious.
And,
comes in, opens the door.
But before that, though, we see Kiriko. She's like crying, tied up, naked.
Yep.
Basically, lost sense of herself, like who she is, what she is.
She's broken.
And she's like asking for help, like calling for help mentally.
And remembers Maru and screams out, Maru, help me.
Yep. But the door opens.
It's Maru.
Maru's there. Says One-chan, like, Kiriko's happy, but Maru sees her restrained
and
naked. And he hears footsteps.
And it's Robin, all nice.
Yeah, like, I got coffee. I'm getting ready for another decade, round 17. Let's go.
Yep.
And he stops. Maru just looks back.
He drops the coffee.
And he's like, I'm going to go.
Yep.
And he starts to go. Maru is like slowly walks. Doesn't run.
Yeah.
Slow walks. Like you got to know where to run. Robin's cornered.
He tries to open a door. And the door won't open because he's got the wrong key.
Yeah, he dropped the keys.
Yeah.
But it's too late to pick them up. Otherwise, he's like corner of the wall. He's like, you know what? But she was asking for it. It's okay. We're friends. But he's trying to make all these excuses.
Yeah.
He's trying to try to get past him. Nope.
Mark throws him back. Yep. Tries to go to the other side. Throws him back. Tries to go to the other side. Throws him back.
And he's like, you want to go? You want to fight? Bam!
And he punches Maru. And Maru's like, oh, well, you threw first.
My turn.
And beats the ever-living fuck out of Robin. Yep. He beats him within an inch of his life.
Yeah, we'll get back to him again later, but we go back to Tokyo. She's like curl up in her room.
Not the city.
Yeah.
Not the city.
The girl, yeah.
I know. I'm just talking shit.
What we found out is the flashback, but
I know.
No, sorry, not them first. Mimihime and Shiro.
Yes.
They're next, yes.
So they're lost.
They're lost in the woods. But they hear
water.
Yep. It's like maybe we can find something that'll get us to where we gotta go.
So they find the stream. They see the stream is going upstream, and they're like, "Hey, if we go upstream, it's coming downstream." And they're like, "Well, if we go upstream, it should lead us back to the place." And so Mimihime walks forward, doesn't realize that it's a cliff. She slips and is going headfirst down. But, Shiro jumps down, gallantly saves her.
Lands on his head. He took a Tiger Driver 91 bump.
He took a fucking Kenny Omega bump. And he is bleeding. He's scratched up. Mimihime wakes up and she's like, oh my God, thank you for saving me. Thank you so much.
Well, first she was concerned, like, are you dead? Type of thing. Like, nope.
Yeah. Like, nope, I'm alive. So he goes and he walks to the stream and he tries to wash off the blood. Yep. And Mimihime thanks him. They're like, why did you save me? Why did you do that? And Shiro comes out because I love you.
Yep, like this. I don't talk to anyone really, but you. There's something about you.
There's something about your body, but you. He says,
like I enjoy talking. Like it's something like your word potentially. I love having you around. Saying all this, and then this is something we pick up from a previous episode.
Yeah,
she takes the button off. If you remember, that was something the doctor had. It was them.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Shiro is Usami. The bandaged girl was Mimihime.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
The same button, same coin. He held on to it.
I didn't know that.
He loved her.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that officially confirms. Yeah, that this everything right now is a flashback. That is the full confirmation.
You just bumped something up, and you just bumped Heavenly Delusion into my 5, and you bumped something down with that.
Yeah, like
I just changed it. You son of a bitch.
And everything is full circle now.
You son of a bitch.
Yes. Again, I even asked Chris because he's right. Like, is this true? Like, everyone has pointed out this fear. Like, are these legit? And it's like, yes, they are. It's like,
wow. So we're the two flashbacks are a flashback to the past and a flashback to the present.
Yes.
Which obviously leads you to suspect that the child that Tokyo has, which we'll talk about momentarily, is Maru.
Yeah, because Maru means circle. They drew the circle. There we go.
Wow.
Yes. So shit is crazy. And basically, yeah, the other students, they turn into these fucking god man-eaters. We've seen them.
No, I'm just kidding.
They're dead.
They're all dead.
Basically, Maru killed them.
Really?
The fish one was the cuckoo, the swimmer, the swimming ones.
No, I'm not putting that together.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm not. No. I'm not putting that together. I don't believe that.
Yeah, we'll get to it later, but
I don't believe that.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we got that little clue of it's all first circle. Shira was Usabi, Mihime. They were together that long, even in death. Now we get to Tokyo. The doctors are going to her like, oh yeah, by the way, this is the baby. That's what we took out of you.
She's like, I had a kid? That was a kid you took out of me?
Yes.
That's literally her response.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, it's so cute. This thing is cute.
But who comes in?
The director.
Yes. All like beat up, ass whoops.
Blood.
Like, I can walk, bitches.
Yeah, even the nurse is like, wait, you can walk? Everyone's like, you can walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, so basically, she tells the robot teacher, grab the kid. I'm taking this kid.
And Tokyo's like, no, get the fuck away, you psychopath.
Her eyes are glowing. There's like this red stuff surrounding it.
No, you skipped it because then the doctor told the little robotic nurse, get the baby. The robot nurse went from blue light to red light, starts going towards Tokyo, puts out some like fucking creepy little fucking hands. And now that's when Tokyo's eyes in fear. She closes her eyes. In fear, her eyes go blue. Red stuff covers her and the baby. And fucking the director goes into it. And then there's a bright light.
You don't know what happens.
We don't see them again. What happened?
So I'm assuming that was Maru's touch. The touch he does.
The pee-pee touch?
The pee-pee touch. But now we get back to Kiriko and Maru are outside. They're like, okay, so what the fuck happened?
No. You skipped the flashback because basically, again, Maru's beating the shit out of him.
I was getting to that because we saw him outside first. Like, okay, what happened? Then the flash happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we find out Kiriko said, don't kill him.
As he's like within an inch of his life.
Yep. While Kiriko's just half naked with just a jacket saying, Lima, like, don't do it. Basically,
he's all naked except for a jacket. Like, literally, all she's covering is her fucking nipples.
Yep. And thankfully, the jacket's long enough that covers her crotch area.
Well, no, it's the camera, too. The camera.
I know, but I'm saying with the camera. Like, thankfully, it's long enough to cover.
The camera could have gone like a whole panel up.
Also, she was also kind of kneeling down a little bit, too, because, again, she's weak from being in bed. Fucked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, basically crying, pleading, don't kill him. And he's like, huh?
And he lets him go. And
Robin just runs away.
He's slumped. Well, we don't know that. We'll get to that momentarily. Yeah. For now, they walk away, and Robin's slumped, unconscious, bleeding everywhere, pool of blood. Just he's fucked up. And so now we go to the bank.
Yep. Maru tried to comfort Kiriko, like apologizing, like I'm a bodyguard, but you're the one protected me.
She's just crying, letting it out.
Like she feels so useless. Like her one job, she failed it.
Yep.
There's how she was the one that needed protecting. Like she felt like she was so happy to see Robin, and this is how Robin saw her or him.
Just a pussy.
Basically doesn't even know. Basically doesn't know who I am anymore. What I am.
Yeah.
Identity God, basically. And then Maru was like, you know what? Yeah, you're Haruhime, whatever.
You're
Haruki. Like, you know what? We could have been friends, but like I would not be attracted to you that way. If you were just the real Kiriko, I probably still wouldn't have dated you.
Yeah.
But it's just how you are now.
I like you.
Yes.
She, he, they. I like you.
Like wherever you are, that's the version of you I like. That's the version.
Did you get alphabet vibes from that?
A little.
Okay.
A little bit.
I thought about it after the fact. I was like, that's kind of alphabet-y.
But you know what? It works for this. Kiriko gets up, hugs him, crying. They embrace each other. Pause
that also. The sub thought. I wonder because if any person was like, yeah, I'm really I have a boy's mind and a girl's body, I feel like the pervert in me would be like, oh, you're still a girl, I'll still fuck you, right? But to my point, most people wouldn't think that. They'd be weirded out, or they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, it'd be weird. But I think perhaps, do you think like there's some sort of like thing that he inherited from Tokyo and what's his dick, the father? Because like in that world, Kona, because in that world, like they don't teach them like boy and girl, like you're just people.
Yeah,
you're androgynous. Like that's why the girls have like
basically, the same outfits, pink and white.
Is there like some sort of like underlayer of or unseen like acceptance of androgyny within Maru?
It depends.
He was born in that environment, even though he didn't live in that environment.
Well, it depends on how she raised him, because we don't know.
Yeah, we don't
even know the status of Tokyo at this point.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
So it depends on if they were together long enough or something happened in that flashback, which we don't know yet. So that's another mystery. That's interesting.
Yep.
But before the credits go, basically, there's a group of people investigating the plans that Robin was in.
No, what you forgot is that before the credits go, they basically, after the confession, everything's good. They get in the truck, Kiriko and Maru.
The investigation happened before that.
No, the investigation happened. No. The investigation happened after that because it was already dark. It was already dark. They left as the sun was still going down. But before that, basically, after Maru confessed, they hugged. Maru's like, "Come on, let's go." And Kiriko's like, "Wait." Takes the picture of Robin and everybody out of her, rips it into shreds, throws it in the riverbank, and basically proclaims like this is the start of like a new me. Like she's like, I accomplished what I needed to accomplish while I was with you.
Well, now she has to find the doctor.
But for now, her main thing was Robin. She wanted to see Robin because of how infatuated she was with. They were infatuated with Robin. So she's like, I accomplished my goal. Let's accomplish your goal of finding heaven. And they get in the truck. The truck doesn't start. And they turn it. And eventually it starts. And they go on their merry way. And now, as the credits roll, we get
before that.
Sorry, yeah. Investigation.
The investigation happens. They're looking for Robin. They see people knocked out.
No, they see nobody there. There's nobody.
I'm saying, like, I thought there was the guard was not though.
They saw nobody there. There was not
like, where's everyone? Like, where's the guards? Where's Robin? Because they're looking for Robin.
Yep.
But it's abandoned, but they see blood.
Yep.
And then they see a door. Like, it's locked.
And they see keys.
Yep. It's like, all right, open the door. Maybe he's in there.
Yep.
They open it. There's a naked woman. And there's a man-eater.
She's dead. She looks just like Mimi Hime did.
Yep.
Right. She's like, all cut up, half mutilated. She's dead. Like she's breathing, but her like soul isn't there, and the man-eater's connected to her.
But it's like, Jesus Christ. They locked the door again.
They're like, what the fuck was Robin doing here? And then the man-eater starts to twitch and goes after them. So they shut the door behind it. And they're like, what the fuck?
Lock it. Like, just never leave it alone.
Yep.
But
and they mentioned the girl was like somebody that went missing in the town 3 months ago.
So
they did mention that too. So basically, Robin is a predator at this stage. He's no longer just rapist. He's a predator.
So you would think Kiriko was going to be that next?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
And then there was an after credit of Tokyo, the baby, the couple students, professors are on a boat. You see that credit?
I didn't see Tokyo in them. I just saw Mimi Hime and Shiro.
Oh, there was someone there. That's someone that escorted some of the students.
Yeah, Mimi Hime and Shiro.
They see the lights, and
they're going to like this civilization.
Yep, and that was where it ends. What'd you give it?
4.5.
4.5. Yep.
Give it a 4.5. And with that explanation that you just told me, you just bumped something out of my 5, and you put fucking delusion in my 5.
Yeah, but wonderful series. I can't wait for season 2. We need that soon.
Yeah, it was odd because, at first it's really hard to follow. So that's one of the reasons why I took off marks for it. But no, as the rest of besides being able to hard to follow at first until you start putting the pieces together and it starts becoming more.
Ivan in our group, he explains it to Sean.
Yeah,
where this is something that it's for discussions. Like it's something you pick up, and that's why you chat with friends to have theories come together. And that was why it was like on Aditress, it was like the top discussed episode like every week. It was always number one in Discord forums of discussions. There's so many theories. There's so much. There's so much mystery.
Yeah, the show does a good job, and I wrote that in my review. The show does a good job of giving you answers to many questions and giving you questions for many more things that happen.
Yeah, so
it does do a good job of leaving you wanting more.
Yeah, it's more of if you watch it like not one to pick up, you are going to get lost.
100%.
So we'll get that, but I loved it. Hopefully there is a season 2.
There needs to be a season 2.
There has to be. Hopefully Disney, pick it up, pal.
Crunchyroll, pick it up.
Yeah, that. But you're ready for the main event?
Yes. By the way, we got 3 seasonals to go next week, and then we're going to go straight into the awards and our rankings. So that'll be good. But unofficially, spring is done, guys.
Yep. Because summer starts this Saturday.
And I will not be watching until I'll probably watch Saturday. It's Sunday. I'm having a get-together, like an early get-together for 4th of July.
But we'll get to that in a little bit after our main event thing.
Yes.
Black Clover is back after a few years.
Yes.
Sword of the Wizard King.
I was disappointed when I found out that this isn't like a continuation. I thought it was a continuation of the series, to be honest.
No, it is a canon thing in the anime.
Yes.
Just not in the manga.
Yes.
Basically, it's something that happened in that time skip before the Spade arc.
Yes.
That is something that officially happens anime-wise.
Yes. Which, by the way, kind of irks me as we get through the review, because it's like, why didn't we see this like tenacity and all this shit? Like this came off so good in the movie. Why didn't we see that same like tenacity and effort and ability in the other arc?
I know, but don't worry, guys. We're not doing like a full 4x4. It's just gonna be a review. You can watch it on Netflix.
Yep.
We'll give you a quick synopsis though.
Yep.
It's about basically a character named. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, let me pull up my review. Give me a second.
Well, before
Conrad.
Yep.
Yep.
He was the Wizard King before Julius.
Yes.
So basically, he has the ideals of Asta, but in the wrong way.
Yes.
Basically, kill the royals to make peace. So
not a bad thing.
But again, he go about the wrong way. We get what he was trying to do. It's just the approach of it. Julius, Yami, the old other characters, like they want to stop him.
Yep.
But that sword is too fucking powerful.
Yep.
So it got to the point where Julius had to seal the power of that sword for 10 years.
No, it was supposed to be sealed forever.
But again, it wasn't enough though.
No.
But it leads to now where there's this all of a sudden a tournament festival for the wizards. Basically, Asta is still on trial. He's banned from any activity,
quote unquote.
Yep. Of course, Asta is the man in the mask. First round match against Yuno.
Of course,
we get blue balls.
That was some Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yeah, that was
Dragon
like a
Ball
Goku Vegeta with the.
That was Dragon Ball Super shit. Yep.
Yep. Like we're finally getting the rivals now, but Conrad and his crew, the resurrected Wizard Kings of the past.
Yes, and they're all evil.
Yep. Somehow they're all evil.
They're all evil.
It's like, what the fuck? What did you think of this movie?
I compared it to a fucking what's it called? A Fast and Furious movie. It was just so random and all over the place, but so fucking fun to fucking watch.
Yeah, this is a more entertaining movie.
It is full entertainment.
And we got
fucking funny.
Again, Conrad wasn't bad. I didn't care about the other three Wizard Kings. But Raeliana, she's still a badass.
Oh, Raeliana is fucking sick.
I love her. I love her
that fight is literally like Raeliana versus the chick from Akame Ga Kill. That other chick that she fought reminded me so much of the main villain from Akame ga Kill.
Yes, basically same outfit, just red hair.
Just red hair instead of blue. Yep.
Great fight. The fights were fun.
Yes, especially the last ones. The last 2 fights were fucking spectacular. It got annoying. I like Henry the character. I hate listening to Henry.
Yes.
Ikuzo, yes. Are you ready? Is what the translation is. Like,
I know.
I don't know. Fuha was annoying too.
Second, yes.
Fuha.
Yes.
It always makes me chuckle.
I just wanted him to pull a fucking Mr. Satan and just say he saved everyone.
I would have dropped it a full half a fucking rank if he did that.
But no, Mr. Satan's great, but he Seke ain't Mr. Satan.
Yeah.
But I basically you got the fights. I enjoyed the fights. I love the partnerships of Yami and Yuno.
Mm-hmm.
Noelle had her time to shine a little bit.
She did. After she had... no, I won't spoil that.
Yeah, but we're not... Again, this is the gist of how we're going to talk about it. It's on Netflix. You can watch it now. But really cool stuff. We got Bulky Asta here, not Finn Asta anymore. People played a part. Some not so much. Nero felt kind of useless.
He was super useless.
Yeah, like all of a sudden she's a doctor. Researcher, whatever you want to call it.
Which she's not in the fucking anime.
I know it was just for the movie, but yeah, I love the Asta Conrad fight.
Yeah,
especially the final round. Yes,
that was really fucking good. Honestly,
that was like, really good fucking but I gave this like a 4, 4.25.
Give it a 4.
4.
Solid 4.
But yeah, it was good to see Black Clover again.
It made me miss it so much.
Yeah,
I wrote in my review they took 2 years off in essence to make this movie, and I don't think that was a bad decision.
It is coming back in 2025.
Knocking on wood, we'll be alive by then.
But I get it because manga is still going. They're at the final arc. They don't want to jump
ahead
again.
So are they waiting for the entire series to finish and then they're going to adapt it?
It will be done by then, yes. But they don't want to just go ahead again and just, oh shit, we're almost done and take another break. That's what happens when you do it every week.
Yeah, well, they did 158 episodes. So
yeah, but
now they'll probably try and get another 100 something out of it.
I'm gonna say 70.
You think 70?
Well, it's 2 arcs at this point.
Do you think they're going to continue doing what they were doing, where it was consecutive every single week? Didn't really have an official season, even though they break down the seasons.
If they wait till 2025, yes.
You think they'll just do it consecutively?
Yeah, we can get a good 3, maybe 4 of those arcs of those, like, so basically a whole year.
Yeah,
we can get a whole year of Black Clover.
Okay,
I think they could do it like that. It depends on just a little more.
But that's only 52.
What?
The whole year of Black Clover is only 52, and you imagine they'll take like a week break in between the seasons. So that's like what, maybe like 48. So then you're going to get like 2 years of Black Clover.
If they don't do recaps like they did for every end of a core, yes. It depends on how they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Most likely a whole year, maybe a year and a half.
Right.
At most.
Right.
But no, I was just happy to see it back. That was the main thing of it. We got entertained. We got the action. It was good to see everyone again.
Yeah.
So I'm satisfied in that regard.
Yeah. Made me miss it. Made me want more.
Yep. So what are you watching for summer?
I'm watching a lot less than you, I tell you that much.
Yeah.
I am watching a lot less than you.
Well, basically, folks, this is how it's going to go. Is we're going to talk about everything now instead of doing it on the awards. It's already going to be piled up. Next week, award ceremony, where we have the finales of these last 3 shows. Starman's coming back for his awards. And then we're taking a week off for everything in the air. And then after that, first impressions, the normal.
So with that said, we're coming back next Thursday or Friday. That puts us at like the 5th or the 6th. We're taking that 13th or 14th off. So we won't be back on the air till at least July 20th, 21st.
Yep. Pretty much, we're gonna figure out what day will be easier to record.
Yep.
Maybe Thursday or Friday, depends on availability
Not
too.
Friday for you because you have like 6 anime I saw on.
I have 4. I have 4 on Friday.
You have 4 on Friday.
So yeah, and 7 on Saturday.
I haven't looked at when mine air, so I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I looked at the schedule and went back and forth. Like, okay,
Yeah.
Some are coming a week after.
Yeah.
Like Bleach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But give us your list. What are you watching?
All right. I want you to count the lists so that way you know what you're watching and not, since you have your list up as well.
Yep.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay, 1.
Mushoku Tensei Season 2. By the way, this is Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Season 2 of Jujutsu. Season 2 of Mushoku Tensei. Horimiya. The Missing Pieces. 3.
Yep.
Bleach.
4.
Or 2. 4. Rag, unfortunately. Season
5.
3. The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses.
6.
My Happy Marriage.
7.
Liar Liar.
8.
One I know you're not watching. Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Yep, that's you. That's 9 for you.
Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin.
Yep.
Duke of Death Season 2. So we're already at 10, right? For us.
We're at 10 together.
We're at 10 together. My Tiny Senpai.
11.
Dark Gathering.
12.
I don't know the English one of this. Yumemiru Danshi wa Genjitsu Hugisha. I know we're watching that one together, but I don't remember. It doesn't have the.
Are you talking what letter does it start with?
Yume. Y-U-M-E.
Y-U-M-E. Hold on, I'm trying to.
We're watching that one. I know that's
yeah. I see it. The Dreaming Boy is a realist.
Yes, that one.
Yep, we are watching that.
14.
Yep.
Ayaka.
Which one's that? The original Ayaka. Yes.
Ayaka.
Yep.
15. I'll be watching the four core. What's it called? Naruto. Oh, I forgot to add this one. The 4 core Tonikawa. Set as planning.
Yep, that's our ONA 4-episode series.
Yeah, and I'll be watching the same thing for Naruto. That's a 4-episode series as well.
Is it like old Naruto?
Yeah, it's the I believe that's the adaptation of the that's the 4 original episodes of the old Naruto.
Then I might watch that.
Yeah, so there's that.
I might watch that with you.
Okay. Tonikawa, of course, we're watching that one together. Mononogatari Core 2. I know you're not watching that. If you had time, I would tell you to pick it up. It's kind of interesting.
I got too much.
I know, buddy. And that's it. So what is that?
That's 17 for you.
Sorry, and the return of Misfit.
Yep, we want to pick it up till week 7,
which is fine.
That's fine.
So it's 17 total for me. That's excluding the Onas, right? That's excluding Tonikawa and Naruto.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm at 18, give or take.
All right. Well, you don't mind Jujutsu, Mushoku Tensei, Horimiya, Bleach, Rent a Girlfriend, Girl I Like. One I am watching You're Not, Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, My Happy Marriage, Liar Liar, Duke of Death, Rurouni Kenshin. The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2 sequel. It's not Season 3, even though people keep saying it. It's Season 3 or Season 2, which fuck it isn't. I'm just going to call it Season 2 Part 2.
Okay, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that pissed me off. Tiny Senpai, Boy Dreaming Realist. That looks like fun. Dark Gathering. Altia Ryza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, the animation, or AKA Thighs in Alchemy. Let's be real. That's why we're all here. Gene of AI,
which I may pick up.
I'll let you know how it is first. The Masterful Cat is depressed again today. This looks like it's going to be a sleeper. We'll see.
Is that which one is that? The Maskless Cat?
The Masterful Cat is depressed again today.
Oh, I saw that. Nah. Okay.
You know what? You never know.
All right.
Ayaka.
15.
Link Click Season 2.
Yep.
I might watch Record Ragnarok because probably like 6 episodes. We'll see. I'll probably binge on a day off.
I still didn't even see the other one.
I might just to drop it. To say I'm done with Season 2. Don't ever come back. Don't come near me again. Spy Classroom. We will see if it improves.
I'd give it a ghost on that. I'm good.
I'll wait for my friend on that one. Hold on. What else I got?
You know what's funny? Side note is that we were so early that fucking Chris isn't here.
Yeah, he's probably still working.
I want for.
What else I got? We talked about Horimiya. We got that. Happy Marriage. Dreaming
I'm at
Boy.
15. 15 of my 18 shows are with you.
Yeah. Undead Girl Murder Farce. That's another one.
Oh, God, your list is fucking atrocious. So many fucking shows.
But they look so good.
Hey, Chris is here. Didn't say shit the whole episode.
Yeah, we're almost about to wrap up too.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got 22. Yeah.
Then I've got 17 or 18.
And we got Nier later on in the month.
Yeah.
Oh, we got here at the end of Delusions. Okay.
Should have said hi.
Yeah, it's okay. He's busy. It's cool.
At least we got our one consistent viewer. I know Karen dropped by real quick. Saw the beginning of it.
There was a notification. Man.
That's unfortunate. It's funny because Karen hit me up, man, and she's like,
I messaged when I did.
Oh, that's lame. It's funny because Karen's like, you look so bored. And I was like, well, I'm paying attention to my work email. And I was like, and Matt's talking about a really shitty anime. So, meh.
Yeah, I was talking about KamiKatsu, yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you look so bored. And I'm like,
We're tired. But closing thoughts for the finale.
What a season. This is one of the better seasons on record for a while, in my opinion. This is easily one of the hardest choices for like a seasonal that we've had. Like it's always hard for us to rank our like annuals, but it almost feels like this season felt like an annual in terms of the ratings. Like you had mentioned so many times, it's not a matter of what was good, it was a matter of what we liked better.
Yeah, that's gonna be that way for the end of the year too.
Oh, 1000%. There's gonna be so many bangers.
A lot of amazing shows are just not gonna be on here, and it's gonna suck. Basically, our top 5 of the seasons and a couple from random ones.
They'll be random as fuck.
Oh yeah, they'll be random as fuck. They might even. God,
Can't wait. 6 more months, 5 more months until then.
Oh, God, but folks, we talked our cake. We had our cake. We are full of cake. We're getting out of here
early. It's not even 10 o'clock.
I know. Going to bed. Yeah.
I'm actually going out to see fucking Karen and our friends. So.
I need another drink, but anyway, follow me on Twitter at DamienPhoenix12. Follow him on Twitter at Showstopper24. Follow our Twitter at Talk the Kēki. We have a link tree for wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Amazon. We're on Apple Music. Wherever you listen to us all over the world, we thank you in advance. Especially our friends in Germany and India. We love yous.
We got to check after this thing and see where we're at. Maybe we're in like fucking Singapore and Shanghai now or something. Who knows? Oh, no. Did Matt freeze? Oh, no. Oh, no. Matt froze.
No, right I'm here.
You're here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I think every quarter we should check our ratings.
We should.
Yeah, once the season's over, we should check. Yeah.
DTC, down the check.
Yeah, down the check. Exactly. What you call it? Thank you, Sean, for being our editor. Thank you, W2M Network and Chairshot Radio for following us. Follow them at Chairshot Media and W2M Network. And give them your Instagram so we can get out of here.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram, on my podcast Instagram at podcast.senpai. You can follow me on my anime Instagram at AI_anime24. And by the way, special shout out to the 120 people. Like, it's weird because on my anime Instagram, I'm still behind. I'm posting winter reviews. and I'll get like 3, 4, 5, 6 likes at most for most of my shit. Sometimes less. I'll get like 2 or 3, and they're mostly from my accounts. I posted, I guess because I used the hashtag senpai, gotta be it. I posted my Nagatoro review, and I've gotten 120 likes on that single post alone, still climbing. I have not gotten that many likes on a post since I posted my Isekai Quartet thread a couple years ago and got like 153. So I'm amazed. I haven't posted anything in a few days simply because the likes keep like doing it. And I don't want to mess up anything if there's some sort of like matrix that's going on with that or whatever. I'm leaving that be. But thank you to the 120 plus people that have liked my post.
Yeah, they have a humiliation kick, I'm telling you.
I gotta be, goddamn it. And again, follow us on our Talk the Kēki Instagram, TalkTheKeki. That's Talk the Kēki. I updated that recently with our latest episodes, so you'll see all of our lists in terms of everything that's there. So give us a follow on there. Again, as Matt has said in the past, hey, if you can follow us on any of the socials, let us know you're listening. We'd love to shout you out. We'd love to talk to you. We have our anime group, Eat the Cake Anime. That's on Facebook. Again, same thing. If you heard us and want to join us, it's a community full of anime lovers, great community, fun loving, no hate, lots of memes, good times. Let us know you heard about us from there. We'll shout you out there. Matt and I are admins on that bitch. So we'll be happy to fucking show you some love on there the way you show us love. And again, as Matt said, all of our socials do have link trees. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us, as well as our other personal endeavors from that side. So give us a check on there. Let's go home.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week for our awards. Arigato, anato, fuck you, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Talk the Kēki. Not an